to Evan Bouchard, the leading defenseman among all D-men in scoring in the NHL. Here's McDavid trying to get to the net. In front, a chance for Ryan Nugent. Hopkins wouldn't go. As we said, Edmonton #1 power play. Here's Dryidles, saved by Askarov. The putback stopped as well. Just inside the 5-minute play mark. As McDavid losing it at center. Here's Eklund. Bouchard is back. The shot. And the save by Connor Ingram. Off Eklund. Like to see Williams shoot that puck as he got a shorthanded opportunity there.
Second game in a row where he's created an opportunity for himself shorthanded. It has been 13 games since he's scored, but he's got to continue to do that. He's been playing extremely well.
Final seconds of this Oiler power play. There's a steal by Celebrini. Macklin will take it to the net. And a save. Rebound. Shot wide by Smith. Ingram might have got a piece of both. Here's Celebrini. Looks across. And the pass to Orlov there, but he can't put it home. No stick for Connor Ingram. It's well away from him to his right, but he's got time to get it. He better hurry. He didn't hurry in time. Macklin Celebrini catches Ingram out of the net, and the Sharks take the lead. Right now it's a goal, but it may be subject to challenge here.
Yeah, I would expect, looking at the far end of the ice, Orlov tried his best to get onside. I wouldn't be surprised if they elect to challenge this. You're looking at the monitors now at the bench.
And it doesn't look like the Oilers are going to challenge. Now Orlov. Eklund's got it. Movement on the wing from Toffoli, who went to the net. Puck not delivered. Now Eklund for Misa. Michael waiting. The shot from Toffoli, saved by Ingram. Still loose, and Misa scores!
Flair of Michael Misa. A great idea for him. He looks for Toffoli here. He's able to make that little difficult play, but he doesn't stop there. He gets to the front of the net extremely hard, battles and battles, and gets rewarded because of it. First of all, it takes the skill to make that pass, and then the brawn and the ability to understand when to get to the front of the net. He bullies his way there, and then he deposits it through the legs of Ingram. And is able to protect that seam to Draisaitl.
McDavid bumped by Ostapchuk. What a pass. There's the shot by Savoy. Great save by Askarov. Acrobatically keeping that out of the net from the Oiler forward Savoy, who's been hot of late. There's a shot and a goal. And the Oilers get one back on the power play. Leon Draisaitl.
Off of broken plays, a quick give and go. It looks like it's not there, but it is, because they don't need much space there as McDavid finds that little seam. And the way that this play works is because Draisaitl doesn't dust it off, he redirects the pace of this puck. One touches it to the far side. That's a hard shot to make. Cross body one time.
Now Desharnais in for Ostapchuk. Around Nurse and in. Wallman there. He plays it quickly, but right to Goodrow. Barclay Goodrow back up top. Dickinson delivers. Rebound. Score!
Created in the neutral zone. The Sharks doing a fantastic job of limiting the time and space, and then they get in on the forecheck, getting pucks behind the defense, and real intentional about going from low to high, and then they get a fortuitous bounce off the rebound. But this doesn't happen if you're not intentional about getting that puck there. Great net front presence by Ostapchuk, occupies that play, and really...
For a second straight game this season, putting a 3 spot up against Edmonton in the opening period. Here's Celebrini, and a blocker saved by Ingram. But he's got it again. McDavid cutting, passing, the shot by Nugent Hopkins, and Askarov alertly diving across to make the save. Who handles it nicely. Hyman puts it on the wing, but Mukmadulin jumps in. Works it deep off Draisaitl's stick. Now in front, danger coming as Graf swept it off Stastny's stick into Ingram, who made the stop. But it stays in the zone. Bouchard, McDavid shoots, and that's saved by Askarov. But again, the Oilers able to get to it. McDavid again, cuts to the outside. Bouchard. It's 3-2. Too easy at the end for Evan Bouchard, who roofs it, and the Oilers are within a goal.
34 seconds ago, And that creates this opportunity where you're in a little bit of a scramble, unable to get the stops as they spread you out width-wise. And when they do that, it's so hard to manage. McDavid has that puck with every intention to shoot it. Everybody's watching him. He notices Bouchard on the back door.
Has it to Desharnais, and Vinny will deliver up ice for Celebrini. On to Smith, over to Sherwood! And he can't get a quality shot away. Dangled his way in, but he never had much on that forehand bid against Ingram.
Great hands to collect that from a skate to a stick.
Here's a steal by Celebrini. Lots of options, and a save by Ingram after the pass was blocked by Wallman.
And then quickly, Macklin keenly picks this puck off the errant pass.
Some have even suggested they still might be looking to improve in net despite having already traded for Tristan Jarry. We'll see. Here's Matt Savoy. Centering pass, they tie it. Trent Frederick and the kid Savoy, the Edmonton product, delivers a great feed for the game-tying goal. It's 3-3.
But unless Trent Frederick, his middle lane drive, Orlov loses his man net front, and Frederick is able to deposit the initial shot through the legs of Askarov as he attempts to seal the ice.
Savoy, that's his 6th point in the last 3 games, a goal and 5 assists for Matt Savoy coming out of the Olympic break. And the 22-year-old from St. Albert, a suburb of Edmonton. Edmonton with the last 2 goals in this game from Bouchard and Frederick. This is Regenda in alone, and the backhander knocked down with his blocker by Connor Ingram. In alone again, turns away from pressure, turns the other way from pressure by McDavid. Stastny sends it around, intercepted by Ferraro. Back of the net, Kurashev in front, and Wenberg scores! Alex Wenberg, and the Sharks lead at 4-3.
Does in this instance. This play doesn't happen if Wenberg doesn't pull up and that puck gets around the boards. A great job by Mario Ferraro coming down to keep that play alive. That allows that play to happen. And just a really highly skilled play by Kurashev as he backhand sauces this over the stick of the defender.
And now the Oilers have it as McDavid bursts a speed through the neutral zone. He's got it onto the brakes to the trailer. Wallman scores. Beats Askarov. Glove side low. It's 4-4. Third goal in his last 2 games for the former Shark Jake Wallman.
And by the speed of McDavid, who you're worried about his speed, so you got to back in. When you do that, he pulls up, hits the trailing Wallman, who comes straight down the middle and just wide.
Fans, we just landed. Can't wait to play in front of you guys. Let's get started.
Or less.
Oilers fans, we just landed. Can't wait to play in front of you guys. Let's get started.
Or less.
Oilers fans, we just landed. Can't wait to play in front of you guys. Let's get started.
Or less.
Hey, Oilers fans, we just landed. Can't wait to play in front of you guys. Let's get started.
Score less.
Hey, Oilers fans, we just landed. Can't wait to play in front of you guys. Let's get started.
Score less.
Hey, Oilers fans, we just landed. Can't wait to play in front of you guys. Let's get started.
Score less.
Hey, Oilers fans, we just landed. Can't wait to play in front of you guys. Let's get started.
Score less.
Hey, Oilers fans, we just landed. Can't wait to play in front of you guys. Let's get started.
Score less.
Hey, Oilers fans, we just landed. Can't wait to play in front of you guys. Let's get started.
Score less.
Hey, Oilers fans, we just landed.
Cincinnati Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Stay tuned following the game for the Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance goal of the game. Whatever life brings, we got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. Your bigger border inside the game analysts, Rob Brown. Rob, the floor is yours. Your thoughts on the Oilers' acquisition of Connor Murphy for a 2028 second-round draft pick, with Chicago retaining half the money in this deal.
Well, they filled a need. I think that we saw in December when they made the trade for Tristan Jarry, they gave up a very good veteran defenseman in Kulak, and they were hoping that a Regula or an Emerson or Stasny would blossom. And as they've been fine, but they missed that veteran presence. And I don't think you want to go into the playoffs with just a top 4 and a couple inexperienced in your 5th and 6th. They needed a guy. Murphy comes, he's a defender. That is what the Oilers are desperate for right now, is a guy that can defend and can play on your penalty kill. 2 things that the Oilers have struggled with as of late. So this is a good ad. Not a sexy one, but something that the Oilers needed, and good on Stan Bowman going and filling that.
Yeah, the only way the Oilers can add from this point forward, they'll have to move out Andrew Mangiapane, create some cap space to make another trade. We'll wait and see what happens over the next 72 hours. In the meantime, we got a game, and the Oilers have to play better defense, period.
Well, they do. You put it out when you posted they scored 17 goals in 3 games on the road and came back with just 2 points. That's not good enough. That was just defensively, the Oilers were a train wreck in 2 of those 3 games, and you can't put that on the goaltending. I mean, there was goalie all the way out. They need to be better, and they're playing a good team, Bob. Ottawa, the problem for Ottawa most of the season, why they're on the outside, is their goaltending was atrocious to start the year. Allmark has played better as of late with good goaltending. Ottawa is a very good hockey club. The Edmonton Oilers right now have 2 things they got to worry about. They got to try and catch the Vegas Golden Knights, who are struggling, but they also, in the second wild card spot right now, the Edmonton Oilers are desperate for points. They got a couple games here on home ice to try to put some in the bank.
All right, well, let's go to the Ford keys to the game. Brought to you by Ford. Ready, set, Ford. Connor Ingram coming to the ice as we speak. Your thoughts?
Well, puck management. The Oilers got to be much better with the puck. Last game, they played against Celebrini, one of the best in the world, and they turned the puck over probably 9 times when he was on the ice. You got to understand who you're playing against when they're on the ice. Sometimes you just have to punt, get pucks in deep. So the Oilers got to play a much simpler game in their own zone. The Oilers can score, but so can a lot of other teams when you give them the grade A chances that the Oilers have been giving up.
That is our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. More with Rob Brown and Brendan Escott coming up during the first and second intermission. Cam Moon's ready to go. He's back at Rogers Place for the first time. Calling a game in over a month. The Oilers and the Ottawa Senators live from Rogers Place on 4 Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Oil Country, stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
In Oil Country, winning on the ice goes hand in hand with winning off the ice. With the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers, winning can mean both a life changed and a life saved. Because every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more support communities in need than ever before. And with the largest jackpots in all of sports, you could become Alberta's next millionaire. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com, because when you play, all of Oil Country wins.
AGLC license number 744517.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Steelhaus Triton, two legendary oilfield services brands, one powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
Hey, Oil Country, stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Here at Rogers Place, the Edmonton Oilers at home finally again. This time, it's the Ottawa Senators in town. Cam Moon with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Aidan Gannon. We are the Oilers Radio Network as the Edmonton Oilers take on the Senators. The Oilers coming off a 3-game trip through California, only picked up one victory, did score 17 goals, as Bob and Rob had discussed before the break, and looking to turn things around here on home ice as they will take on this Ottawa Senators team. It was fresh off a 5-2 win over the Toronto Maple Leafs and outshooting them heavily in the process. And a team that's playing pretty well right now. They have won 6 of their last 8 and continue to push towards a playoff spot. As right now we are going to head downstairs to our PA announcer, Al Stafford.
Across the hockey community who is feeling the weight of this loss. Please stand if you're able and join us in a moment of silence as we honor the lives of Caleb Peacock and Danica Hills. Thank you. And now, please join the singing voice of your Edmonton Oilers, Robert Clark, in the performance of the Canadian National Anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
This is Oil Country. Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
All set to go. The Edmonton Oilers host the Ottawa Senators. The starting lineup brought to you by Coventry Homes. Building a home or a championship team, it happens one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building, proudly celebrating 50 years.
For the Oilers, Leon Draisaitl with Matt Savoy and Jack Roslovic. They start up front. Matthias Ekholm and Spencer Stastny on defense. Connor Ingram starts in goal. For Ottawa, Shane Pinto with Nick Cousins and Mike Amadio up front. On defense, Jake Sanderson and Artem Zub. In goal, it's Linus Allmark. The referees are Chris Schlinker and Trevor Hansen. Travis Toomey and Caleb Apperson are on the lines as we get ready to go here at Rogers Place. The Edmonton Oilers, the Ottawa Senators, we drop the puck. We're underway as Ekholm to center is able to bounce the puck into the Ottawa end. Sanderson dodging a hit up the boards, but it doesn't get out. Stastny will keep it in. Shot towards the net goes off of Savoy and wide. Nick Cousins, right wing corner. Cross to Sanderson, up the boards. It'll jam off the left side by Pinto, and he got it out. And just inside his own line is Ekholm through the middle to Roslovic. A breakaway, the shot, and he just misses on the glove side of Allmark.
What a chance early.
Great pass by Ekholm right up the pipe for Roslovic. Up to center is Jensen, and he'll wire it into the Edmonton zone. Off the right wing board, Stützle spins in the right wing corner. Will go in behind the net, over to the left, back to the point. Shabbat, a shot, that's blocked, went off of Hyman, and Hyman got it to the line and out. Shabbat at center ice, drill it right back in. Wallman on the left wing corner to the middle to Connor McDavid. 8 points in the last 4 games for McDavid, comes in on the right side. Off the right wing boards to the left wing corner for Nugent Hopkins. He's top of the circle out of Hyman as they battle for it. Ridley Gregg in there for the Senators, and Jensen behind his net to Shabbat. Into the middle of the ice, Dylan Cousins to Tkachuk. Throw it across on the right to Jensen, and he'll dump the puck in. We're scoreless. We're here in the first. We're a minute and a half in as Edmonton hosts Ottawa. Up the left wing, and just getting it out with Szymanski as he is up from Bakersfield. And the puck at the at the Ottawa blue line, up the left wing, directed into the Oilers zone by Zetterlund, and it goes into the left wing corner. Up against the boards, out of the corner, is Halliday to the blue line to Clevin. Now on the right to Spence in front of the net, and that goes off of Ingram as Eller was on the doorstep, and he was trying to direct that in. And it's in behind the Edmonton net. Amberson on the right. Up the right wing, and it goes off of Frederick down into the Ottawa zone. Allmark out of his net. Allmark 7-0-2 in his last 9 games, and the puck out to the center ice area. On the left wing, brought in by Batherson. His backhand pass is picked off by Lazar. He'll go across to Henrique, to Lazar, to center, now to Henrique. Into the Ottawa zone on the left wing. It goes to the left wing corner. Lazar on the inboards, and Batherson got it free up to the line, and Giroux will get it out. Amberson's pass off the stick of Stützle goes to the right wing corner. Stutzla's got a 9-game point streak coming into this. He's got it on the right side. Floats it out to the slot. A shot saved by Ingram. The rebound, great save by Ingram on the left wing side, and the puck to the top of the circle. As the Senators come close on the left wing, it's Sanderson. Sanderson cross-ice pass off of Henrique, and it comes out. 3 minutes gone here in a scoreless first.
The Oilers thought Ottawa got away with a slash. The stick got hacked right out of the hands of Curtis Lazar.
That dump in almost went in as it hit one of the stanchions. The puck up at the line doesn't get out. Tkachuk, a shot, and Connor Ingram holds on. And there'll be a face-off in the Edmonton zone. 3:13 gone here in a scoreless first period. Couple of good chances in this one. Roslovic on the breakaway, and a couple for Ottawa here.
He looked like he got the side of the post with the shot. A little bit of a glove on it from Allmark.
Face off to the right of Ingram. 7-6-1 coming into this one. It goes to Shabbat on the left wing point. And behind the net to Tkachuk. Brady Tkachuk put it on net, saved by Ingram. And the puck up to the line, and the Oilers will put it back into their own end. It's Wallman through the middle, but that pass was in behind. Shabbat will get it in, and now to Dylan Cousins. A shot, scores. Dylan Cousins came in, and he goes high to the glove side and makes it 1-0 for the Senators.
Jake Wallman got caught in no man's land there. And a rip job by Dylan Cousins, who had a 30-goal year a couple years ago, or about 4 years ago, came over to trade for Josh Norris, and that was a bomb. That was a rocketed shot.
His 21st of the year. That's 3:34 into this opening period. And the Senators with a 1-0 lead on the Edmonton Oilers. Great shot by Dylan Cousins. Center ice, Wallman will give it to McDavid, and he'll dump the puck in. Rims to the right wing corner. Along the boards, Nick Cousins is unable to get it out. Chopped up to the line. Pinching down on the point was Wallman, and the puck does come out as Pinto will softly roll it down, but it will be hard enough for icing. 3:54 gone here in the first. 1-0, the Senators lead.
5 shots on goal already for Ottawa. They tend to outshoot opposition teams, and they don't give up a lot of shots, only 24.4 shots against per game. The Oilers are going to see in back-to-back games, Ottawa and Carolina, teams that have given up the fewest shots a goal against all season long.
He's off to the right of Ullmark. 3-3-2 against the Oilers in his career. Nugent Hopkins to the line. That will come out. Oilers have to regroup as Emberson to Nurse just inside the Oilers zone. Nurse through the middle to the right to Emberson. Dump the puck in. That rims on the left. On the left wing boards, McDavid taken by Zub to the left wing corner, and Sanderson gets a loose puck, and he'll stop in behind the Ottawa net, and now out through the middle. Sanderson, left wing, his pass off of Batherson into the Oilers' end. Nurse along the left wing boards, bats it with his glove, and it's Savoy to the middle. Now to Draisaitl, comes into the Ottawa end, cross ice, past the shot, and that one goes wide.
Hit the net.
Just went wide on Roslovic, shot from the left wing. Draisaitl towards the net, across. Oh, what a save by Ullmark off of Savoy. Good setup by Draisaitl. Puck up near the blue line. Draisaitl across the line to Stastny. Now on the right to Ekholm. He'll go to the net. The shot saved by Ullmark. The puck jammed loose. Comes in front. Scores! Leon Draisaitl ties the game at 1.
Well, the king of Leon. Right place, right time. Oilers kept the play alive. That'll be his 32nd goal of the year. And a bit of a shaky spillage there from Linus Ullmark. And the Oilers capitalize. Another assist, I think, for Savoy.
It looked like Ullmark had it covered, but it came free. And as it came loose, the pass in front of the net by Matthias Ekholm finds Draisaitl. And he had a wide open net.
Savoy will pick up a second assist. That's his 7th point in 4 games. Since coming back here from the Olympic break.
4-game point streak for Matt Savoy. Good for him. 3 games for Draisaitl. Puck into the Ottawa end and out through the middle. Getting it to center ice is Halliday. 4 straight games for Ekholm. He should get the first assist on that. And the game's tied at 1. 5:03 was the time of that goal. The puck into the Edmonton end. Sinansky up the left wing, got it to Podkolzin and cross ice now to Frederick. Off the boards and in. Ullmark to play it, and he will shoot it all the way down. It's going to be an icing call. And the stick came up Bouchard on Halliday, and Evan Bouchard's going to go to the box.
It's at least a 2, and it might be a 4.
We'll see how many minutes this one is.
Number 2, Edmonton. 2-minute minor penalty. High sticking.
Okay. First power play of the game goes to the Ottawa Senators.
Ottawa Senators power play comes in 8th in the league at 23.6%. The Oilers penalty kill, which is part of the reason why they acquired Connor Murphy, who was on the number 1 penalty killing unit with Chicago. 26th in the league at 76.9.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers, as shooting it all the way down the ice is Stastny.
Oilers have limited who's on the PK. Right now there's 2 units. And that's Savoy and Henrique, and then McDavid and Nugent Hopkins.
Tied at 1 here in the first. Puck brought into the Edmonton end. Brady Tkachuk, top of the circle, broken up by Savoy, gets it down the ice. Ullmark will set it to Sanderson. Sanderson through the middle. into the Oiler end on the left for Tkachuk. He's top of the circle. To the left wing corner, Dylan Cousins. In behind the net to Batherson. Out to Cousins. It bounces off his stick. Comes to the line. Sanderson has it in the middle on the blue line. Waits over to the right for Stützle. Now to Sanderson. Stützle on the right. Comes across. Batherson. Shot. Scores. Drake Batherson off the left wing. Wires it high to the glove side. Senators are up 2-1.
Well, Drake Batherson, and you played against, or did you play with his father back in the day?
Both.
Yes. I mean, that was another great shot.
Yep.
They move it around.
Crisscrossed it there a few times. Batherson off the left wing, 6:34 into the first.
It's his 22nd goal of the season. This guy's a 3-time 60-plus point guy. He's well on that again.
And Ottawa 1-for-1 with a man advantage. It's a 2-1 Ottawa lead. Here in the first period, as Shabbat will shoot it into the Oilers zone. It's top of the circle, comes to the line just out. Jensen over to Shabbat. Now on the right, Pinto will put it high in the air. Glove down by Ingram. Wallman on the right now to Bouchard. Will get it out through center to Roslovic. Backhands it in. And Shabbat will bring it out. And Shabbat into the Oilers zone through the middle, trying to get through the D. Forced to the left corner, centering pass. Sent towards the net. Ingram kept it out. And up the right wing comes McDavid. And he'll take it back into his own end as Edmonton makes changes. The right side is Kapanen. Now to Stastny. Left wing off the stick of Ekholm. Zub in the right wing corner. On the right side to Gregg off the right wing boards. We'll go into the Oilers zone. Stastny to Ekholm. Now on the left wing for McDavid. Center Ice will dump it in. 2-1 Senators lead. We are 7:40 into the opening period. Here at Rogers Place. Right side Zub to center ice. Dylan Cousins will bounce the puck in. Ekholm in behind the net. Hit hard by Ridley Gregg. The puck goes to the top of the circle inside the Edmonton end. And now the gloves are off as Gregg has to answer the bell here. And some big rights by Podkolzin as Podkolzin trying to hold Gregg out. They're at the Edmonton blue line. Gregg is tied up. Podkolzin's right. And now Podkolzin trying to get it loose as they're spinning around. Still tied up. Podkolzin tries a few more rights, and the linesman will get in there. And
Vasili's going to get the instigator there.
It's a big hit by Gregg in behind the net on Ekholm.
Well, Gregg, you know, he's a physical player, and he gets a lot started out there. He's an antagonistic type of guy. That was a clean hit. The Oilers are for sure going to get the extra minor.
We'll take a break. We're 8 minutes into the first. 2-1. Senators lead the Edmonton Oilers. We'll be right back. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey, the Oilers Radio Network.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so. Because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates, always. Gimmicks, never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EMCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oilers fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
2-1. Senators lead the Oilers 8 minutes into the first period. The Oilers Pets of Oil Country 50-50 presented by Rogers now live. The early bird prizes include a pair of tickets to All Elite Wrestling at Rogers Place and $2,500 cash. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50 for more chances to win. Bob, you were correct. The extra 2 goes to Edmonton.
Yeah, instigator for the goals, and this is a massive kill for Edmonton.
Kachuk on the left wing going towards the net. A shot. Misses on the short side. Will rim up to the line, and Dylan Cousins will keep it in. Senators 1-for-1 with a man advantage, and the puck dug out of the left wing corner. Ekholm will get it down the ice. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Stutzla through the neutral zone. Comes into the Oiler end on the right wing point. Dylan Cousins to Stutzla in the right wing corner. Dumped down by Nurse. He'll get it around the left wing boards and down the ice. Out from behind his net, Sanderson. Sanderson can throw it back for Stutzla. Into the Oilers zone for Kachuk on the left wing. Kachuk to the left wing corner. Stutzla pokes it over to the right. Cousins pass behind the net. Broken up by Bouchard. Got it into the corner. Ekholm will get it free, and he will find McDavid up the left wing. Bouchard will join him. Here's McDavid over the Ottawa line towards the net. A shot saved by Allmark, and he'll throw the puck over to Kachuk. He'll come up the left wing with 48 seconds to go in the man advantage. 2-1, Ottawa leads. 10:40 to go here in the opening period. Giroux will dump the puck in. It goes to the left wing side. Kicked over to the right. Halliday missed it in behind the net. On the left wing boards, it does squeeze loose to the middle and scooped up on the backhand by Henrique and down the ice.
Again, the Oilers only using 4 forwards, 2 sets of 2 here on the PK.
Shabbat will swing it to Giroux. Left wing, Halliday into the Oiler end to Giroux. Left wing corner to the point for Shabbat. Over to the right for Spence to Shabbat in the middle. The right wing corner, and out of the right corner, Halliday a shot, and that one hits a body, goes over to the left side. Spence for Zetterlund. Off of him, the puck comes to the line, and Hyman was serving the penalty. He's out there, so Ottawa is 1 for 2 on the power play. Long pass on the right to Hyman. He'll dump it in. 9:45 to go in the first. 2-1 Senators lead. Sanderson on the right wing for Amadio. Off of him and into the Ottawa Senator bench. We'll have a face-off in the Ottawa zone when we come back. We'll take a break. 9:41 to go in the first period. 2-1 Senators lead the Oilers. From Rogers Place, it's Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Canada's oil sands produce the energy the world needs, but it's the benefits that flow to all parts of our country, like hundreds of thousands of jobs in oil and gas and along the supply chain, and revenue to invest in roads, bridges, our national defense, and more. You see, we're building more than a strong oil sands sector. We're helping to build a stronger Canada. We are Oil Sands Alliance, 5 companies working together to help grow Canada's economy. Learn more at oilsandsalliance.ca.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
Legacy Heating and Cooling is the #1 heating and cooling company for people who want heating and cooling, because you'll save a bundle by bundling. Then you can use hot, cold, Come on, thermostat, do what you're told. Turn up the heat, turn up the cold, till the vents start pushing out tornadoes. Bundle my furnace with some AC. Gonna get a deal from Legacy. Oh yeah, save a bundle when you bundle your new furnace and AC from Legacy today. Plus no payments and no interest for 1 year. That's how you build your legacy. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 2-1 Senators lead the Edmonton Oilers. 9:41 to go in the first period. Face off to the right of Linus Ullmark. Shots are 6 apiece.
I mean, given that Edmonton's been shorthanded twice, it could be worse for the Oilers here early.
Nick Cousins with a pass that is too far for Pinto, and that's icing against Ottawa.
The one obvious penalty that Ottawa probably was involved with, they got away with.
Face off again to the right of Ullmark. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. As Draisaitl will take the draw. Draisaitl on the ice with Kapanen and Roslovic. Nurse and Emberson on defense. As they're really trying hard to get this puck dropped.
Two of the top 4 face-off teams in the league here.
Well, comes out to center ice. And Amadio down the right wing. Dumped down the right side by Nurse. Penalty coming up to Nurse. And the Oilers would be shorthanded for the third time. It could be a holding call against Nurse. Another important penalty kill for the Oilers, and it's brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face-off will be to the right of Connor Ingram. Ingram played Saturday versus San Jose, 28 saves in that 5-4 loss against the Sharks. And the puck goes right to Matthias Ekholm. A wheel in behind the net, has room through the middle, and he will sail it down the ice. Sanderson turning it up. Sanderson on the left to Tkachuk. Out of Stützle. Stützle with an assist on that last goal, so he's got points in 10 straight games. Over to the right side. Now to Sanderson, a shot. Pad save made by Ingram. Dylan Cousins trying to keep it in. On the right it goes to Tkachuk. Across the line to Sanderson. Left wing for Stützle. To the point for Sanderson. Across the one-timer and wide of the net as Tkachuk ripped it wide. It goes all the way down the ice. Ullmark will send it in behind the net for Sanderson. On the right. To near the blue line for Stützle, and then Tkachuk with it at center. Crowd reacts to Brady Tkachuk with a puck. Out of Sanderson on the right. Across to Tkachuk on the left. Shoot it in behind the Edmonton net. Nugent Hopkins will get it up in the air and down the ice. 48 seconds to go in the penalty to Nurse. 2-1. Senators lead. 8:08 to go here in the opening period. Shabbat to Amadio. Or make that Giroux. And Giroux will bring the puck in on the left wing. Off the left wing boards, it goes in behind the net. Hard around the boards by Ekholm and just kept in on the point by Zetterlund. It's top of the circle, and there's Henrique to get it all the way down the ice. Out from behind his goal, Shabbat. Shabbat through the middle. Into the Oiler end on the left for Holiday. Can bump it to the left wing point. Giroux across the line to Spence. Back to Giroux on the left. He's top of the circle. To Spence in the middle. Over to the right. The one-timer save made by Ingram as Shabbat let it go. And it is cleared out by Stastny. And the penalty is over. And Ottawa 1 for 3 on the power play. On the left wing boards, Pinto will dump it in. Ekholm to the right wing for Draisaitl. Into the middle for Matthias Ekholm. A little far for him. Gets to it now on the left. Up in the air. It goes off of Sanderson, and he can get the puck to the left wing for Nick Cousins, and he'll dump it in. Connor Ingram out of his net. Give it to Emberson. Now Emberson around the boards, but it'll go to the line. Zuba shot. That's blocked. There was traffic in front. Draisaitl gets it. Oh, he just missed Roslovic for a breakaway pass, and Ullmark comes out to play it. And Sanderson through the middle to Pinto. Now to center ice. And Cousins, one touches to Amadio, checked in the slot and turning the other way is Roslovic. He'll get over the Ottawa line on the left wing. Gave the puck to Hyman, got it in front of the net, went right through the slot to the right wing point. Drysdale on the right wing boards near the top of the circle. Cross ice to Wallman, now to Bouchard. He'll shoot it. It was blocked. That one hit Hyman.
And that hurt him.
He's slow. He hasn't got up yet. As the puck is cleared out, it will not be icing. And Zach Hyman slowly trying to make his way to the Edmonton Oilers bench. 6:08 to go in the first. 2-1, Senators lead. Bouchard on the right wing up to center ice where it is shot in by Kapanen. Puck goes to the left wing corner in Ottawa territory. Dylan Cousins will get it out, but his pass that misses. And it went through the middle, went past Zetterlund all the way down the ice, icing against Ottawa.
You worry about where that puck hit Hyman, and my guess is it was an unprotected part of the knee there. Where there's no padding.
Yeah. You can see he's feeling the effects of it on the Oiler bench right now. Yeah. Face off to the right of Allmark. David out of the face-off.
Yeah, with no Podkolzin, Kapanen's been elevated here. Hyman just on the ice with Draisaitl and...
Puck flipped out, but it hit a high stick. So face-off comes outside the line.
Commercial break.
Yep, and it will be. 5:46 to go here in the first period. 2-1. Senators lead the Oilers from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Switching energy plans? You deserve a break. From admin fees, that is. New ACCO Energy customers can go admin fee-free for 6 months on a fixed plan. Lock in stable rates with ACCO Energy and save up to $130 when you bundle 2 fuels. Switching is quick and easy. Visit ACCOenergy.com to sign up in minutes. Conditions apply. Customers are free to purchase natural gas services or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822, toll-free in Alberta.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go. Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 2-1. Senators lead the Oilers. 5:46 to go in the first period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer.
I'd say Edmonton's a little lucky. It's not worse than 2-1 here. I mean, they scored on their first power play. Edmonton's killed off 2. You got to kill off the one for Podkolzin on the fight all day, right? Got to make that one count when he steps up for a teammate after Ekholm got belted by Ridley Gregg.
Wallman will dump it into the Ottawa zone. It's on the left wing corner boards. Sanderson will get it up in the air. It'll bounce to the line, just come out. Shot back in by Stastny. Edmonton tags up. Sanderson to Zub, back to Sanderson. Over to Zub. Through the middle and off of Eller, and it goes into the Oilers zone. Out from behind his net. And on the right wing is Jake Wallman. He'll get through the middle of the ice, over center, shoots it in. Goes to the right wing corner. Now to the left, Henrique behind the net to Lazar. He'll step out. His pass was blocked before he could get to Kapanen. Kapanen has it on the right wing corner. In there with Eller. Gets into the skates of Kapanen. Eller dug it free, then he lost it. It goes top of the circle, and Halliday off the left wing boards and out, and it won't be hard enough for icing.
Don't mind Halliday. He's got some size. Looks like he's got some skill.
Nurse up the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Shoot it in on the backhand. It goes into the right wing corner of the Ottawa end. In behind the net is Sanderson.
Hyman's back out there.
Good to see him back out there after getting hit with a shot earlier in the period. The puck comes to center, goes to McDavid. He'll come in on the right wing, turns to the right wing boards, to the middle to Nugent Hopkins. He shot it towards the net, hit his stick, goes to the left side. Hyman to Nugent Hopkins. Stops in the left wing corner. To the left wing point to Matthias Ekholm. Rips it around the boards, goes to McDavid. He'll get it in front. Oh, and he almost tried to pass, and it went off a Pinto, and it just went wide. Puck kicked to the left wing corner. McDavid gets it around the boards to Bouchard on the right wing point. Over to Ekholm on the left. Ekholm down the left wing into the corner of the zone. In behind the net to McDavid. He waits in behind the net to the right to Hyman. The shot. Save made by Ullmark, and he held on to it with 3:56 to go in the first period. 2-1, the Senators lead.
Vasily Podkolzin will be available here. Chris has got to get him out here for a shift. He's been in the box for a while. I mean, he just stepped up and fought for you. He's been out of the mix, but he's a very important second/third line player for Edmonton.
Face off to the left of Ullmark. As Roslovic will take this draw. And the puck gets to the middle. Jensen there for the Senators. Right side to Dylan Cousins. Into the Oilers zone. Softly dumps it behind the net. Stastny gets to it for Edmonton. His pass glances off a skate. Comes near the Edmonton blue line. Cousins keeps it in. Put it in behind the net to Greg. Greg to the right for Cousins. Laid it in behind the net. Stastny there for the Oilers. Cross to Jake Wallman. Up the right wing for Draisaitl. Draisaitl in over the line of Roslovic. Roslovic takes a bump. Puck goes to the right wing corner. Savoy. Around the left wing boards to Nurse. Now to Savoy behind the net for Draisaitl in front of the goal. Scores! A bank shot by Draisaitl. And the Edmonton Oilers have tied the game at 2. Draisaitl was trying to pass it in front of the net.
You said it. That was a pass, and Savoy, again, quick with an intercept down low. He's got an active stick, and Draisaitl's got his second goal of the game, 33rd of the year.
Draisaitl centering pass. And that went off of I think that went off of 2 different Senator players. Yes, it did. It went off of Batherson, who then had it go off of Jensen and in. Draisaitl's got 33 on the season. The game's tied at 2.
Okay, the Oilers need to get out of this period no worse than tied here.
Up the right wing to center ice.
Look at stick work the whole way up the ice.
Podkolzin. He'll dump it in. Puck sent up the boards, won't get out. Podkolzin now into the slot. Szymanski, a shot, and he put it over the Senators' net. We're tied at 2. We're here in the first period. Pulling it off the boards is Zetterlund to center ice, and he'll softly dump it in.
I think Chris Knobloch's got to stop or start, having a little bit more conversations with the officials here, Cam.
Up the left wing. Costco's off the boards. The D had stepped up, so no icing. Ullmark will set it in behind the net. Shabbat rims on the right to Nick Cousins. Cousins through the middle. Cousins to center ice. Takes a hit. Got it to Shabbat, though. He can shoot it in. Wallman on the right wing. The right side to Lazar. Lazar to Stastny. To center ice on the right wing for Henrique. Got it to the line, but off of Wallman. That's broken up. Stützle will bring it in with Nick Cousins. Stützle, the shot. He misses on the short side. And on the right wing, it's Henrique. And Henrique will get to center, and he'll dump it in.
Got to manage the puck a little bit better than that if you're Edmonton.
Through the middle. And that's broken up. It's McDavid to Hyman. It goes into the Ottawa zone. Minute and a half to go here in the first period. Tied at 2 to Nugent Hopkins in behind the goal. On the left to McDavid. Went all the way to Ekholm. Ekholm on the left point kept it in. Now up near the line, it's played out past Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm picking up his 300th career assist with an assist on the first Draisaitl goal.
I think Savoy should have 2 assists in this game. Right now he's getting done.
Now on the right wing, it's brought in by McDavid. To the right wing point, Bouchard, a shot, and it was blocked. Goes over to the left wing, into the corner. Hyman has it. Hyman to the point for Ekholm. Last minute here in the first to Bouchard. Left side for McDavid. Into the middle. Nugent Hopkins, a shot saved by Ullmark. He covers it up with 51 seconds to go in the first period. We're going to have to watch those goals again. See if Savoy...
I mean, Savoy definitely created the turnover. There, I guess they're saying because it was a double deflection, there's no assist on the play.
Oh, maybe.
Right?
Yeah,
and then but I could swore on the...
And it wasn't quite a deflection as it was a shot and a deflection.
Right.
You know what I mean? The puck came to one Ottawa player, and I can see it being no assist. It's shot towards the net, saved by Ullmark off of Nurse from the side of the net. That chance by Draisaitl hit his stick. Draisaitl almost had a first period hat trick. He's got it on the right wing point. Across to Nurse on the left. 35 seconds to go in the period. Shot couldn't get through, and the puck is cleared out. And it won't be hard enough for icing. Look outside the Edmonton zone. Nurse in the left wing corner to Draisaitl. Through the middle, it glances off his stick, goes right down to Ullmark, sweeps it over to the left wing corner, and that's given away to Draisaitl on the left wing side to Roslovic, back to the line, but off of Draisaitl's stick, and it comes out of the zone. 8 seconds to go in the period. Right wing to Savoy. Savoy cross ice pass, and that is blocked. The period ends. And the Oilers and the Senators are tied at 2.
Well, you'll take that if you're Edmonton. I mean, you didn't have a power play. They had 3. You ended up out shooting them overall. And Leon Draisaitl's off to a great start in this game.
Yeah, he had a chance late in that period. That didn't get blocked. He would have had a first period hat trick, which is incredible. But the Oilers battle back twice. And we're down by 1 twice.
Quick out-of-town Pizza 73 update. Buffalo did beat Vegas tonight 3-2.
That's good news for the Oilers.
New Jersey beat Florida 5-1. Florida might miss the playoffs.
We can head downstairs. Aiden Gannam standing by.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Here with Matthias Ekholm. Matthias, an incredibly back-and-forth first period. A couple of penalties on both sides. Just take me through the first 20.
Yeah, I think you summarized it pretty well. I thought it was back and forth, maybe a little bit too much for our defensive liking, but tie hockey game going into the second here, so we're still in a good spot.
300th career assist for you on that first goal for Leon. The vision there was really solid from you. Just take me through what you saw on that play there.
Yeah, I thought I had a decent shot coming off of it, and I didn't really notice that it fell down from him, and puck came to me, and I was more or less trying to hit him or get something more created up there. Obviously, it turned out to go right through him and right to Leon, so we'll take it.
Thanks, Matthias.
Thank you.
Guys.
There you go, Aiden Gannam. He was downstairs with Matthias Ekholm, his 300th career assist on a goal by Leon Draisaitl. He's got both for Edmonton, 33 on the season for Draisaitl. It was Dylan Cousins and Drake Batherson replying for the Senators, and it is tied at 2 after 20 minutes in a pretty exciting first period. Brendan Escott and Rob Brown, they are standing by. They got the intermission for you when we come back. Tied at 2 after 1. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
From backyard rinks to big arenas under bright lights, electricity powers every moment. At Capital Power, we generate reliable, affordable electricity for OilCountry and beyond, powering innovation, opportunity, and thriving economies across North America. Just like our Edmonton Oilers, we're driven, determined, and lighting up the game. We're powering change by changing power. Get to know us at capitalpower.com.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 CHED Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on CHED Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 CHED, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day. Is at the intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
To Ekholm, he'll go to the net. The shot saved by Ullmark. The puck jammed loose. Comes in front. Scores! Leon Draisaitl ties the
game at 1.
The left wing boards to Nurse. Now to Savoy behind the net for Draisaitl in front of the goal. Scores! A bank shot by Draisaitl. And the Edmonton Oilers have tied the game at 2.
That's your highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. It is all knotted at 2 through 20 minutes of play here at Rogers Place. Kind of a wild opening. There was a lot of goals going on in short order. The first 3.5 minutes of this hockey game, very, very busy. And that's where we sit now. An own goal. Edmonton does get a bounce there to help tie things up. But overall, Rob Brown, what was your assessment of the opening frame here tonight?
Yeah, I thought it was fairly even. I thought both teams were able to capitalize on big mistakes that the opposition made. I think both goaltenders came up with some big saves. Both teams missed wide open chances. You think about Roslovic having a breakaway. Doesn't put it in. Leon at the end has a wide open net. Looks like it ticks off something. Then the other way, Stützle has a wide open 2-on-1 from almost center in, and he misses on that. So there were a lot of grade A chances going both ways in a period where there was, the shots are only 10-8. The Oilers got 2 fortunate breaks on their goals, but they probably could have scored a couple other, if not for Grace. I mean, you feel, if you're an Ottawa Senator fan, you feel for Linus Ullmark. On the one sequence, he made 3 absolutely beautiful saves, only to have the puck eventually come out to Leon Draisaitl in a wide open net. So there was a lot to like about that period for the Oilers. But I believe it was Ekholm at the end said, yeah, still a little too loose for a team that's trying to concentrate on better defensive hockey.
Well, definitely. And, I know that Connor Murphy is talking to the assembled media right now. It sounds like we're going to hear from him in the second intermission ourselves here. So stay tuned on this broadcast tonight for that. But overall, it looked for a moment in time like they could have used some help from him out there tonight. And ultimately, I mean, the shots, I don't look at Connor Ingram and say that there's much that he could have done on those. Those are pretty skillful shots.
The first one is just a poor read by the Oilers defensively and gives up a 2-on-1. And Cousins, we were watching it live. We get to see it from up top. That was in and out of the net so fast. He had no chance. And then on the power play goal, Ottawa scored. The Oilers forwards got caught too high. And there was a cross ice pass, and that is the hardest play to defend as a goaltender. It is a favorite player if you're an offensive player, because that goaltender is coming from one side to the other, and everything's got to work perfectly for him to be able to make the save. And on that one, a really good shot by Batherson, but that was a mistake made by the forwards not getting sticks in lanes. The pass came across. It wasn't like it just missed a stick coming. There was an entire valley in the middle there where the pass came through from Tkachuk. So again, the Oilers are showing they're capable of scoring, but defensively there were a couple lapses. And the other thing is the Oilers got to stay out of the box. And I know that we will see some power plays coming the other way, but the Oilers earned all 3 of their penalties in that period, and they've got to be better, because you can't give teams 3 power plays in one 20-minute period and expect to come out of it. Fortunately, just tied.
It is tied at 2 right now. Big hit thrown by Ridley Gregg in behind the Oilers' goal. I think it was Spencer Stasny that he caught.
Nope, Ekholm.
It was Ekholm that caught that. Oh, yeah. My goodness. The other 14 instead of 24. That was big body contact. And once again, wasting no time to arrive on his white knight duties was Vasily Podkolzin there. I was a little bit surprised he didn't pick up the instigator, Rob.
Well, okay, here's a couple. First of all, because we're in the press box, it's almost like we see everything in slow motion. You could see that hit coming from a long ways away. Like I want to yell from up here. Here he comes, Zach. Here he comes. Big hit, clean hit. And Ridley Gregg's got that ability to get under the skin of his opposition. But Colson comes in. Now, it's funny. Struds and I, Jason Strudwick, a buddy of mine, on a podcast today, we were talking about, I think it was the last game that the Oilers, can't remember who got it, but there was the Oilers got an instigator and lost their player for 17 minutes. On that play there, Podkolzin did instigate. He came in, had one glove off, he grabbed him. But I like what the referee did. to me, instigating is if you come in and start throwing punches when the player's unready and unwilling, that to me is an instigator. If you come in and grab him and say, we're going to fight, I like what the ref did there. He says, okay, we're going to give you a roughing. You deserve 2 extra. But I don't think you deserve 17 minutes because you did not throw a punch until that player said yes. So I like what the referees did there. It saved Podkolzin 10 minutes in the penalty box, saved the Oilers from losing one of their better players for 10 minutes. So to me, that was a well-refereed call. Podkolzin did what he was supposed to do. I give credit to Greg. I mean, he doesn't have to fight. He threw a clean check, but he did. And the referees did their job as well.
Yeah, and it's a good point because not everybody's going to agree that you have to drop the gloves in a situation like that. I happen to be of the opinion that there's nothing wrong with it when it happens, but there's going to be a lot of people out there who say, oh, it was a clean hit. It didn't really need to be that kind of response. But it just, to me, it shows the kind of teammate that Podkolzin is. He doesn't put up with anything, and he's tough. He got a couple of nice shots in there on Greg as well.
He did, and to me, those are the ones. It's funny if you go back over the history of hockey, how many times a guy takes a penalty sticking up for a teammate, how many of those get killed? Like, those ones are the ones that you kill them off because there's just an extra incentive. That guy did something for us, now we're going to go do something for him. The ones that get scored on are just the silly penalties, the ones in the offensive zone, the little hooks. Those are the ones that come back and haunt you. So good on Podkolzin. Stepping up for his teammate, that's what you're supposed to do. And Ekholm, I guarantee you the next time Greg is out there, Ekholm will notice that he's on the ice because Ridley Gregg, he will irritate you from start to finish, and he does it very, very well.
So we talked about a fast start to this game, or had been in previous days, talking about better starts. This is a team that has now come out of the first 20 minutes tied. Any recipe in your mind to some separation here the rest of the way for Edmonton?
Well, defensively, they got to be better. The goal by Cousins was a 2-on-1. The very end of the period, Stetzel, who's the best player on the Ottawa Senators, he has a 2-on-1. You can't give those type of opportunities up. The Oilers created a lot. They scored 2 goals, and Linus Ullmark made about 4 or 5 really big saves in that period. So the Oilers have got, just again, it's the same, it's a broken record. The Oilers got to be better defensively. If they're better defensively, they will score enough goals in this hockey game. I mean, the Ottawa Senators even helped them out tonight by putting one in their own net as well.
That's our Rob Brown. We'll have more from Brownie coming up later on in tonight's broadcast. Right now, we are through 20 minutes of play, all knotted up at 2. We're at the intermission. And this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Zach from EPCOR here. When winter rolls in, my family's outside skating, tobogganing, and enjoying the season. But stormwater ponds aren't the place. These ponds protect our neighborhoods from flooding year-round. Even in winter, the water keeps moving under the surface, making the ice unpredictable and unsafe. Edmonton has safe spots to skate and sled, like my favorite, the Rundle Park Iceway in Toboggan Hills. Stay back, stay off, stay safe. A note from your neighbors at EPCOR.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta is a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they're the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
This is Global News at the first intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. Prime Minister Mark Carney says his support of U.S. strikes on Iran come with regret from global law. Carney took questions from reporters today in Sydney, Australia for the first time since the strikes began over the weekend. Carney is also refusing to say whether he believes India is still interfering in Canada's democracy. The comments come days after a senior government official told reporters Ottawa believes Indian interference has stopped. Vaccine fatigue is being listed as one of the reasons for an alarming number of flu-related deaths this season. To date, 250 deaths have been recorded this flu season, which runs from August to August each year. Infectious disease expert at the UFC, Dr. Craig Jenny, is re-emphasizing the importance of getting the flu shot. The decades-long debate on whether to keep or scrap daylight savings time is back on the table. BC's decision to scrap their seasonal time change by adopting a year-round standard time has inspired our premier to revisit the issue. Minister of Finance Nate Horner says we need to look at facts and have a deep discussion before making any decisions. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be at the second intermission on 880 CHED.
OilCountry, the ultimate Oilers watch party happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next Game Day live flight night for your chance to win a trip for two to watch the Oilers play in Vegas. Join us on March 10th at First Round downtown. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the ultimate Oilers watch party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com.
It's time to sell, Oilers fans. Play Alberta's biggest offer ever is here. For a limited time only, new players can receive a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. Don't miss your shot, because there's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit PlayAlberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. That's PlayAlberta.ca. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
At Brandt, our job description is whatever you need to succeed. Expert support, parts when you need them, and financing that fits on the compact construction machines you want. Equipment, expertise, value, delivered right to your door. We do it right at your site. Call your Brandt dealer to book your demo today.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
All tied up at 2 here at Rogers Place tonight. We're high above ice level, and it's time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Let's rattle this off quickly. 11 games in the league, a bunch going on right now. The Blackhawks 2-1 over the Jets in the third. At the first intermission, the Stars 2-1 over the Flames. The Lightning are down a goal to Minnesota. It's 1-0 Wild in Mini. And later tonight, you've got the Ducks and Avalanche and the Sharks and Canadians. Bunch of finals too. Bruins beat the Penguins 2-1. Sabres 3-2 over the Golden Knights. Devils 5-1 over Florida. Mammoth got past the Capitals 3-2, and Columbus knocked off the Predators 3-2 as well. In Bakersfield, they had the hockey hooky game today. Hosted Colorado, beat them 5-4 in a shootout. Up next, they've got a pair against the Roadrunners in Bakersfield, the Roadrunners of Tucson. That's the out-of-town scoreboard. Again, we'll get you back to some live play-by-play here in just a moment. We're at the intermission, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly. All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Oilers and Senators getting ready for the second period of play. They're tied at 2. And tonight's Oilers Pets of OilCountry 50-50, presented by Rogers in support of the Edmonton Humane Society, Dogs with Wings and Parachutes for Pets, helping animals in need find loving homes and ensuring dogs can continue providing essential support for those who rely on them. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. Drop the puck. We're underway here in the second. It's shot into the Ottawa zone. As it goes in behind the net, Kapanen will get to it on the right, poke it back to the right wing point. Emberson to Kapanen, right corner in front of the net. He was looking for Henrique, just broken up by Amadio, and he'll get it out to center ice to the Edmonton line, but that's it. Nurse turning it up the right wing. Into the Ottawa zone, goes to the right corner, backhands it towards the net, steered aside by Olmark. Puck on the left wing boards, top of the circle. Kapanen up against the boards. To the left wing point for Matthias Ekholm. Play it off the corner, and it'll go to Clevin. Now to Jensen on the right. Edmonton makes changes. To Clevin on the left, up the left wing for Brady Tkachuk. Into the Oilers zone. Goes to the left wing corner. His centering pass that was just placed wide of the Edmonton net. And it gets into the slot. Cousins, a shot save made by Ingram of the left pad off of Dylan Cousins. Up the right wing to center, it's McDavid. Comes into the Ottawa zone, gets split up on the play. The puck goes to the end boards. Zub to Sanderson. Now on the left wing to Gregg. Through the middle for Cousins, and it's Dylan Cousins into the Oilers zone. Goes to the right wing boards, up to the blue line, rims it in behind the net. Giroux, left wing corner, off the left wing boards to the line to Sanderson. Shot off the blocker of Ingram. The puck to the left wing. Stützle, left wing corner to the right wing point for Zub. A right wing board, Stützle's pass hits a stick, goes up into the air, and Nugent Hopkins got it out to center ice. Tied at 2 here early in the second. Minute 40 gone. Puck dumped into the Oilers zone. Bouchard on the right wing with Stützle right there in front of him. It'll come across to the left. Ekholm behind the net to Bouchard.
This line of Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, and Hyman, they've had some challenges 5-on-5 here since we've come back from the Olympic break. Third rotation in, they finally get Draisaitl out in the ice. He's got 2 goals tonight.
Bouchard up the right wing and then hops over the stick of Savoy. Won't be icing. Savoy did get credited with an assist on the first Oiler goal, and now he has it on the right wing, and it goes into the right wing corner. Draisaitl to the line, but picked off by Amadio, and he'll get it out. Amadio on the right for Nick Cousins. Off his stick and in. Emberson on the end boards. Left wing to Nurse. Now out to center ice to Draisaitl. Comes in to the Ottawa zone. Left wing to Roslovic. The shot, and that just misses on the short side.
Gotta hit the net there. That's twice Jack Roslovic's missed on a point-blank opportunity. A breakaway, and that time right down Main Street on a drop and delay. Look out.
Chabot into the Oilers zone. Over to the left. The shot save made by Ingram off of Halliday. Halliday gets his own rebound. Has it on the left side. Cross-ice pass, hit a skate. Shoveled towards it, and saved by Ingram off of Eller. The shot from the point doesn't get through as Zetterlund let it go. Oilers under siege. Puck in the left wing corner. Eller checked on the play. Frederick can get it to the right wing. And Savoy got it out to center ice. Brought right back in by Halliday. He took a hit. Zetterlund goes to the right wing corner for the Senators. Comes free to Stastny. Right wing to Podkolzin. Off the boards and out.
Leon's got to get off the ice here. He's had a long shift. No Curtis Lazar the rest of the way tonight, Cam. Upper body injury.
Oilers with 11 forwards at this point then as Podkolzin will get to center. Left wing to Szymanski. Into the Ottawa end, goes in behind the net. Josh Szymanski on the right side to the left wing point, Matthias Ekholm. Across the line for Bouchard. Little move on the left. Bouchard, top of the circle. up to the blue line. He got bumped by Tkachuk, and it comes out. Ekholm left wing to Szymanski. Just into Ottawa territory to Podkolzin. Rim the puck on the right wing. Tkachuk goes into the corner. Tkachuk gave it to Cousins. He'll get it out to Zub. Zub will dump it in. That goes off the arm of Ingram to the left wing corner. We're tied at 2. We're here in the second. 4:15 gone. As it goes in behind the Edmonton goal to the right. Jensen has it on the right wing. In from the right wing point for the Senators. Played it in behind the net. Puck goes over to the boards, top of the circle. Stützle with a couple of moves through the middle, goes over to the left wing, in front of the net, scores. His pass to Batherson coming off the back door. He slams it in. It's 3-2 Ottawa.
We are at the stage where the Oilers have to consider breaking up McDavid, Hyman, and Nugent Hopkins. They're getting badly outplayed here right now. 5 on 5. They've had a tough stretch here. I mean, this is a line at times that when they're going, they're amongst the best lines in the league, but miscommunication down low between Bouchard and Ekholm, and Stützle with a great pass, and Batherson with an open net. 3-2 Ottawa.
Batherson second of the night, 23rd of the year. Stützle's got a couple of assists. 4:30 time of the goal, 3-2 Ottawa in front. Their third lead of the evening. Henrique wins the draw, and the puck goes to Nurse. On the right to Kapanen, cuts through the middle, comes into the Ottawa zone. Kapanen to the left wing corner, in behind the net, wraps it in front. That goes off of Olmark. Kapanen gets it back to the left wing point to Wallman, playing in his 300th career NHL game. And the puck didn't get low, and Pinto out to center ice. To Zetterlund, flips it towards the net. Steered aside by Ingram. The puck in the right wing corner of the Edmonton end. Up to the line, it won't get out. Shot by Clevin, doesn't get through. Eller with a shot on net. Save made by Ingram. He'll try to cover it up. He can't. As Eller was in there, a loose puck out front. The shot scores.
Stastny was held on the play. He was going for a puck. He couldn't induce the call.
Amadio with the goals. That came to him in the slot. It's 4-2 for Ottawa.
Edmonton can't get a call. Ottawa all over the Oilers. 2 quick ones here in the third. They can't buy a call right now.
Mike Amadio gets his 9th. Ingram made a couple of saves, and it got into some skates. Stastny's stick and snapped in half.
Too soft in front of Edmonton's net. Like, you got to start being a little bit more physical. And Connor Murphy is going to be in the lineup on Friday. You know, let's face it, he's going to be playing for Stastny. We know that. Stastny.
We have an issue with the Oilers' net. Linesman is in there. It's 4-2 for Ottawa.
This team just gives up way too many goals against.
I think they had to dig the puck out. Buried in there.
I mean, Edmonton doesn't have a... Roslovic said he had a breakaway in the first and a good opportunity here in the second. It's the only chance Edmonton's really had.
Shabbat through the middle, off of Pinto and in. Nurse behind the net or on the left for Savoy, off the left wing boards and out. Draisaitl got checked just at the Ottawa line. Shabbat poked off his stick, goes to Draisaitl. Now on the right, Savoy, his shot in. That one partially blocked, partially fanned, and it goes wide. Jensen will flip it up and out, and Nurse able to just get there in time. And Draisaitl out of the Edmonton zone. 4-2 Ottawa here in the second. Nurse on the left wing into the Ottawa territory to Savoy. Put it through the middle. But Tkachuk has it now for the Senators. He'll get it out. His pass picked off by Ekholm. Spins into the Ottawa zone on the left for Draisaitl. Towards the net. Knocked off his stick. Goes to the blue line. Ekholm on the right to Draisaitl. To Bouchard. One-timer to pad. Saved by Olmark. Goes over to the right wing. On the right wing point, Evan Bouchard. Off the corner corner boards. It's in behind the Ottawa net. Shabbat on the end boards, up in the air, glove down by Bouchard. Great play. Kicks it to the right corner. Nugent Hopkins to the blue line to Bouchard. Left wing point to Ekholm. To Bouchard on the right. To Matthias Ekholm. Left wing for McDavid to the top of the circle. Into the corner to Ekholm. He'll get it in front of the net. Put on goal. Save made by Allmark. Got his left pad on it. It's near the side of the goal. Comes in behind it. McDavid, left wing to the blue line for Matthias Ekholm. Now to Bouchard. On the right for Nugent Hopkins. Right wing corner to McDavid. McDavid to Bouchard. Bouchard waiting. Left wing for Ekholm. To Nugent Hopkins to Ekholm. To Bouchard in the middle on the blue line. Left wing Nugent Hopkins. Left wing corner for Hyman. Over to the right side. Shabbat trying to get to it. Wanted to clear it, and he does, but it will be icing. 7:09 gone in the second. 4-2. Senators lead. Nick Jensen picks up an assist on the Amadio goal. So goals at 4:30 and then 5:11 for Ottawa to bust the game open to the 4-2 advantage they have right now. Face off to the right of Linus Ullmark. Draisaitl, Podkolzin, Frederick out there with Bouchard and Ekholm. Goes in behind the Ottawa net. Shabbat on the left to Tkachuk up near the blue line, and it won't get out. Shabbat missed Jensen with it behind the goal. Jensen on the right wing will get it through the middle. Up to Brady Tkachuk. Back into his end. Left wing to Shabbat. Over center. Will lift it high in the air and in. And Ottawa can make the change they're looking for. Matthias Ekholm got it through the middle of the ice. Colson poked it to the blue line. Batherson for Sanderson. On the left to Stutzlo. Loop back into his own end. Tim Stutzlo to Artem Zub. The left wing for Drew. Into the Oilers zone. Left wing, put it off the side of the net. Comes over to the right. Out to Giroux, and he just ripped it wide. Stutzla within the left wing corner to the blue line for Clevin. Get it across the left wing point to Spence. Now on the right to Clevin, goes to the right wing corner. Skates back up to the blue line. Right wing to Batherson, cross ice to Spence. Left wing corner, Stutzla. Stutzla holds onto it. To the boards, now to the line. Missed Spence with it, and it will come out. Edmonton trying to make a quick change. Ullmark gets it up the right wing. Dumped in by Clevin. 4-2 Senators here in the second. 8.5 gone. Emberson in behind the net. Goes off of Halliday. Stastny comes in there as well. Gives it to Emberson. Emberson up the left wing. Just off of Kapanen into the Ottawa end. Standerson goes behind his net. He came in front of it first. Now on the right wing to Eller. Up the right wing boards. Got it out to center ice. Nugent Hopkins and over the Ottawa line to Hyman down the right side. Goes into the corner. Centering pass. Hit a stick. Save made by Ullmark. And Amadio will get through center for Ottawa. Dump the puck into the left wing corner. Nick Cousins on the end boards with Wallman. The puck squeezes free on the left wing near the top of the circle. Comes to the middle of the ice. Over to the right wing point for Jensen. He'll walk in. His shot misses on the short side to the left wing point. Shabbat. The left wing corner. Leave it to Pinto. His pass to the right point does come out. Jensen to Greg, but that's offside against the Senators. We're going to take a break. We got 10:24 to go here in the second period. 4-2, Ottawa leading Edmonton. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PV sent you.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc.
watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Not every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 4-2, Senators lead. 10:24 to go here in the second period. Drysdale with both goals for Edmonton. Batherson has a pair for Ottawa. Dylan Cousins and Mike Amadio have also scored for the Senators.
Trent Frederick lining up against Brady Tkachuk.
Shabbat will drill it into the Oilers' end. Nurse had it hit the stanchion on the glass. Puck on the left. Podkolzin will get it to the line. Spence going to keep it in. He gets run over by Frederick, though. And Szymanski out to center ice. Szymanski will dump it in. Gregg in behind his net for Ottawa. Off the right wing boards and out. Tkachuk tied up at the Edmonton blue line by Stastny. Puck to center ice. Spence on the left wing for Amadio. Will shoot it in. Emberson in behind the Edmonton net. Up the left wing. Gave it to Nurse. Now on the left side, just off of Szymanski and in. Edmonton makes a quick change as Jensen skates in front of his net. Cross ice to Shabbat. Now on the right to Nick Cousins. They'll get to the right wing corner. Cousins behind the goal. Over to the left. Cousins off the left wing and behind the net to Amadio. On the right to Pinto. To the right wing point to Jensen. Across to Shabbat. A shot tipped on goal. Hit the left pad of Ingram. Drysdale for Bouchard through the middle off the skate of Savoy. And Jensen in his own end. Gave it to Pinto on the right. Through the middle now to Amadio. Lost it at the Edmonton line. It comes out. Pinto will shoot it in. Nurse in the left wing corner. Left wing boards for Ekholm. Got it to center ice. Zub will shoot it right back in. Giroux, left wing corner for Batherson. To Giroux behind the Edmonton net. To the left wing point for Sanderson. He'll get it across to Zub. A shot save made by Ingram. Puck on the left wing. It'll get to the line and just out. Up the left wing. Batherson can direct it in. Ekholm will come out from behind the Edmonton net. 8:20 to go here in the second. 4-2. Ottawa leads. Brought in. It goes to McDavid. McDavid shot just off the arm of Ullmark as McDavid got sprung down the right wing. Tkachuk will get it out for Dylan Cousins. He'll shoot it. Glove saved by Ingram. And he holds on to it. Chances at each end of the ice. 4-2, Ottawa leads. 8:07 to go here in the second period. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey Edmonton, big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
OilCountry, the ultimate Oilers watch party happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers game day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next game day live flight night for your chance to win a trip for two to watch the Oilers play in Vegas. Join us on March 10th at First Round downtown. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the ultimate Oilers watch party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com.
As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
4-2, Senators lead the Oilers. 8:07 to go in the second period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Connor McDavid with a partial break down the right wing before our commercial break.
It was a breakaway by the time it was said and done.
Just off the glove of Ullmark.
Ottawa's had a very impressive second period here. They're out shooting Edmonton 10-6. They're outscoring them 2-0. And all the Oilers have are one and dones. Ottawa's got a defense that can really move the puck and skate.
Face off in the Oilers zone. Wallman out from behind the Edmonton net. Off the left wing boards and out. On the left side, Frederick to Kapanen. Comes into Ottawa territories. Up against the left wing boards. Cleven's on him. Puck comes around. Penalty coming up to Ottawa when they touch it. It goes in behind the net. Over to the right. Kapanen to Henrique to the point. The shot save made by Ullmark as Wallman drilled one from the left wing point. And with 7:43 to go here in the second period. Edmonton down by a couple, but they're about to get their first power play.
Was it Trent Frederick who drew the call there? All right, so the Oilers have the best power play in the National Hockey League at 32.3%, and Ottawa's got the 30th ranked PK unit at 73.1. Now, Ottawa does a good job on faceoffs.
So Cleven goes to the box.
Giroux's a great faceoff man.
Wins it to Sanderson. He'll get it all the way down the ice. Ingram will set it to Bouchard. Evan Bouchard on the right wing to Leon Draisaitl. He has both of Edmonton's goals. Comes in on the right. Now to Nugent Hopkins over to the right wing point, but Gregg will come to it for Ottawa. Skate down, in over the line to Amadio. Went to shoot it off the stick of Nugent Hopkins and McDavid flying down the right wing. Into the Ottawa end to the right wing corner. Got spun around by Sanderson. Puck rimmed out. And it'll go to Gregg. Comes into the Oiler end trying to drive towards the net. And he's knocked off of it. Ingram will cover it as Amadio right in front of him. And it'll be a face-off in the Oilers zone. 7:03 to go here in the second period. 4-2 Ottawa leads. It was tied at 2 after 20.
Stützle and Draisaitl in the circle, pair of guys that played together at the Olympics.
And that goes off some skates, comes over to Draisaitl on the right wing. Draisaitl, Edmonton line, cross ice to McDavid. He'll chop it to the left wing corner. Zub will get it around the boards. It hits McDavid. Keeps it in on the left wing point. Down to the left wing corner. To the blue line to Nugent Hopkins. Now in the middle, Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins on the left. Into the corner to McDavid. He'll go in behind the net. To the right. Looks in front of it. Off the right side to the blue line for Bouchard. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins. He will pull to the middle and his shot goes off of Zub. And it is smacked all the way down the ice by Pinto.
Shoot the puck, fellas.
35 seconds to go on the penalty to Cleven. 4-2 Senators. 6:15 to go in the second period. Center ice, Roslovic will put it off the right wing boards and in. Goes after it himself. To the left wing, it's Podkolzin. To the right wing point to Matthias Ekholm. Into the corner. Podkolzin will step out. His shot just off the outside of the post. Goes to the right corner. Savoy has it. Right wing point to Ekholm. Across the line to Wallman. To Ekholm on the right wing. To Wallman in the middle on the blue line. Over to Ekholm. Penalty just about done. Matthias Ekholm waiting. He'll shoot. That goes wide. Penalty done. Edmonton 0 for 1 on the power play. Down by 2 here in the second. Roslovic into the left wing corner. And Savoy couldn't get a shot through. And the puck up the right wing. It's an Amadio to center ice. And Amadio will dump it in. Wallman goes in behind the Oiler net. To Matthias Ekholm. Long pass on the right to Kapanen. And it's just over the line. Clevin plays it out. At center, Podkolzin to Szymanski. Shoots it in. Clevin into the corner, hit by Szymanski. Dylan Cousins, left wing for Zetterlund. On the right to Tkachuk, now to Spence. And he got checked at the Edmonton blue line. Nurse comes into the Ottawa zone for Frederick. All the way across. The shot from the point by Emberson. Save made by Omar. Emberson keeping it in for Szymanski. To Emberson on the right wing point. Across the line to Nurse. Into the slot for Kapanen. A shot. Save made by Omar. Puck along the left wing boards in the Ottawa zone. Kapanen gets control. Forced to the line to Frederick, left wing corner. Now on the left wing boards, McDavid off that left wing. Pass to the middle, broken up by Tkachuk, and he'll clear it out.
Oilers going to load up McDavid, Draisaitl here.
Nurse with a long pass on the right to Draisaitl. His cross-ice pass. Oh, he almost got that to McDavid. Would add room down the left wing. Puck on the left point. Stastny, a shot. Put it over the net. The puck on the right side. Draisaitl to the right wing corner. To Hyman. Pushed off of it. Sanderson won't get it out. Great job by Hyman to recover. To McDavid now on the right for Draisaitl. 4 minutes to go in the second. Edmonton down 4-2 to Ottawa. To the right wing point. Bouchard to Draisaitl in front of the net. And McDavid chopped it off the pad of Allmark. Goes to the left side. It's cleared out to Tkachuk. Comes into the Oilers zone on the left. Turns in the left corner. His pass to the middle hits the stick, gets to the slot. Draisaitl will get it out through the middle. Give it to McDavid. Into the Ottawa zone. Across to Bouchard. A shot sliding across was Omar. Amadio will get the puck to the middle of the ice and up to center. It was dumped into the Oilers zone by Amadio. Amadio right wing corner. Behind the goal. Give it to Nick Cousins. Back to Pinto. Now to the line to Shabbat. Plays it off the left corner boards. And Bouchard out through the middle of Nugent Hopkins. Right wing to Draisaitl. Cross ice. He wanted to get it to Nugent Hopkins. Stepping up was Jensen, able to get it out. On the right wing, Henrique gets to center. Now to Podkolzin to Henrique. Into the Ottawa end to Nugent Hopkins. Won't get a shot. It comes in front. Podkolzin, a backhand. Save made by Allmark. Podkolzin, right corner to Nugent Hopkins. To the left wing point for Ekholm to Nugent Hopkins. A shot. Save made by Allmark. And he's going to squeeze it and hold on. 2:38 to go here in the second. 4-2. Senators lead the Oilers. We'll be right back from Rogers Place and Sport Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
If you ever find yourself needing collision repair, CarStar is here to help make accidents unhappen. Any make, any model. That said, there are some accidents CarStar can't make unhappen, such as accidentally waking a hibernating bear, accidentally biting into a raw habanero pepper, accidentally throwing a frisbee at a beehive. CarStar, Canada's trusted collision repair expert, is here to make car accidents unhappen. For a location near you, visit carstar.ca.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, 4-2. Ottawa Senators lead the Edmonton Oilers with 2:38 to go here in the second period.
Well, a little bit better push here, and it's got to be stated, Allmark's been the better of the two goalies. He's robbed Connor McDavid twice, robbed Jack Roslovic, good save off of Colson, and Ottawa's capitalized. Oilers didn't have much juice on their lone power play. Edmonton's loading up McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman.
Face off in the Ottawa zone to the right of Linus Ullmark.
And just as an aside, if Curtis Lazar is out for a while, I would recall James Hamblin at this stage of the game based on what we've seen. He's had a great year. That's a penalty. I don't know what I can
Here's
call
Hyman.
slash.
He'll go in behind the net to the right wing point to Bouchard. Right wing corner, McDavid steps out. His pass got into the skates of Amadio. Cleared by Sanderson. Took a hit from Draisaitl. Pass by Bouchard. Off an Ottawa stick and in. Ullmark leaves it behind the net. Rim by Sanderson. It will get out. It'll go up on end, but it won't go for icing. Bouchard will take it behind his goal. He'll stop. Skating through is McDavid. Picks the puck up. Gives it to Bouchard in the middle. Bouchard. The neutral zone for Draisaitl. Draisaitl to McDavid. Comes into the Ottawa end, driving down the right wing. Goes to the right wing corner. McDavid pressured by Sanderson, and it'll be Batherson to get it out through center ice. In over the line on the right. Zetterlund banned on his shot off the right wing. Puck comes in front of the Edmonton goal. And coming up with it eventually is Emberson. He'll go behind the net. Left wing to Matthias Ekholm. Get it all the way down, went off an Ottawa stick. So no icing. Puck in the left corner. It hit a skate, and it gets over to the left side, and Tkachuk up in the air and out with it for Ottawa.
So we're going to see Nugent Hopkins here with Roslovic and Savoy.
Emberson on the right wing. Center ice. Rips the puck into the Ottawa zone. It goes to the left wing corner. Stützle behind his net, up the left wing for Tkachuk, off the left wing board. Stützle trying to skate onto it. He does. Goes to the left wing corner from the angle, put it off the outside of the post for the last minute here in the second. 4-2. Senators lead the Oilers. Nurse waits in behind the Edmonton net. Oilers make some changes to the forwards. Nurse on the right to Stastny off the right wing boards. Now to center to Nurse. Left wing, it's shot in. Szymanski after it on the right. Puck goes to Podkolzin to the right wing point. Shot by Bouchard. Off a stick, goes over to the left side. Ridley Gregg and behind his net to Nick Jensen. He got knocked down. Puck gets turned over. Szymanski centering pass that goes off Ullmark and then just put over the net by Kapanen to the right point. Shot by Bouchard and gets it through. And now from the slot, save made by Ullmark. As Podkolzin swept it towards the goal. And it is cleared out. Nick Cousins into the Oilers zone. Just a couple seconds left in the period, and it will end. And the Oilers with good push in the later stages of this second period, but give up 2 goals early in the period. They're down 4-2 through 40.
Edmonton's got some work to do here in the third, Cam.
They absolutely do. Drake Batherson has a couple. It was Batherson and Amadio in the second period. Batherson scored.
Maybe just take us through when you found out about the deal and kind of what your immediate instincts were in coming to be an Oiler.
Yeah, we're in Winnipeg for an off day, and we had a team Thermia spa day. We did saunas and cold tubs, and then we got back to hotel, and my agent just said that there was some talks going on with Stan, and didn't know, never happened to be in season, so I didn't know how long that could take or what that could lead to. And then about an hour later, it was done, and it was just like whirlwind of emotions, a lot of excitement, and Edmonton has been a top team that I had my sights set on when I knew something might happen, and just to be here is definitely surreal and definitely a lot of excitement to get started.
So this team wants to prevent goals 5-on-5 and on the PK. Mm-hmm. Are you ready to embrace that? Is that how you look at your role?
That's kind of all I've done. Yeah, my career has been a lot of penalty killing and defensive zone time. Not intentionally being in the D zone a lot, but sometimes we were in Chicago, and just where I'm comfortable, honestly, is more of my defending and using my instincts that way. And I've settled into that role for a few years now and been really comfortable doing it. And I think that's any team's goal, is to defend hard, and it's a team game to check and to give that mentality in your own end. But it's definitely something I take pride in.
You had Stan as a GM back in Chicago. What was the dialogue like with him kind of reuniting here in Edmonton?
It was great. It was something. I had such great memories with him, and really appreciate the opportunity he gave me to go to Chicago, to be in such a big market, going from Arizona and having a chance to play with a lot of legendary players and people there. And then when you're around good people like him in the game, you want to be able to reconnect in some way. And the hockey world is small, and funny how you do find ways to cross paths again. And it's pretty cool to see, honestly, what he's done and this team's done in the last few years, and the mountain they've continued to climb. And I'm just really honored to be able to be here to try to do that again.
You played a lot of playoffs. You did play against the Oilers.
Yeah.
In the bubble. So what do you think about that?
What was cool about that is we got to see and experience the facilities more too. Like, we got to use the Oilers dressing room, and we were stuck in the bubble with the fences around us. You had nowhere to go other than explore the arena a bit too. So it was cool to get familiar with this area and the hotel and surroundings, and it definitely feels comfortable that way already. And I've been here enough on the road to know the spots and know how it works around the rink. But even just to honestly get to know the community more is what I'm looking forward to too, and to explore outside the rink and to get to know fans and just people and build relationships would be a lot of fun.
So this is
While Leon Draisaitl has both goals for the Edmonton Oilers. So it is 4-2 for Ottawa after 40 minutes of play. Brendan Escott and Rob Brown, they are standing by, and they've got the intermission for you when we come back. 4-2 Ottawa after 40 from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Zach from EPCOR here. When winter rolls in, my family's outside skating, tobogganing, and enjoying the season. But stormwater ponds aren't the place. These ponds protect our neighborhoods from flooding year-round. Even in winter, the water keeps moving under the surface, making the ice unpredictable and unsafe. Edmonton has safe spots to skate and sled, like my favorite, the Rundle Park Iceway in Toboggan Hills. Stay back, stay off, stay safe. A note from your neighbors at EPCOR.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Line changes, laughter, and
You're coming into a situation right now, the Oilers defense has been harped on a lot by the fan base this season, and with your style of play, just wondering how you feel you can contribute to this squad's defensive core.
Yeah, my role is definitely a little more pride in the D zone and trying to be a hard defender in whichever way I can. And I mean, a lot of defending is a team game, so I think it's a buy-in, and it's a work ethic that's put together by everyone, honestly, offensively and defensively. So to be able to contribute that team game is what I'm excited for, and to be able to bring some of my more defensive mindset to things will be good. And I really do admire a lot of these defensemen and the core they have already, and I just want to be able to plug in and contribute how I can and be helpful.
Thanks, Connor. Welcome to Edmonton.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Guys.
Really appreciate that, Aiden and Connor. Thank you both so much. Really well-spoken guy, Rob. I like hearing what he's got to say about what his role is going to be here, though I think we kind of assumed what his role was going to be here. We knew that.
Well, the one thing when you go out and acquire a veteran, and he's got over 800 games in the National Hockey Leagues, that kind of player knows who he is. He's not going to try to be something else. He's not going to come here, okay, well, I'm an offensive team. I'm going to have to change the way I play. He is who he is. And that is what the Oilers need, is what he is. They need a defensive defenseman. I mean, a great example is, I don't know what goal it was now, the third or the fourth goal, where the Oilers have all five guys back in front of their own net. And there was
it's a pretty hockey crazy market, and expectations are high, pressure's high. How much, from where you're coming from, are you kind of embracing that idea? Playoff hockey is the expectation and performances.
And it is for me too. I think that's something at this point in my career, winning is a top priority, and I've had a lot of opportunity given to me being on maybe losing teams in the past when I came up with Arizona and a few years with Chicago, getting more ice time that way, and feel comfortable with my role now and want to really just play meaningful games and winning hockey. And with that comes pressure, and I think that's what is a privilege to have on your shoulders, and to be able to kind of come together with a group and feel that and feel the emotions, the highs and lows is kind of what it's all about, and that's something that I really have had my sights set on, and that's honestly a big reason why Edmonton has been a top priority that I was hoping to come here to.
Do you know anyone in that room, or are you going in there?
Jack Roslovic's from Columbus, my hometown, so I know him well, and other guys just in passing, but not personally yet. So I'm excited to get to know guys, and honestly, I've heard a lot of great things of former teammates that have played with a lot of guys here and played here in general. And just it's nothing but good things, honestly, from each guy. So I'm not surprised to hear that, and I'm excited to get to know the guys.
Outside of Stan, did anyone reach out? Jack reach out?
Yeah, Jack, of course, FaceTimed me, and Connor and Leon did too. Texted me, and it was nice to hear from them and feel accepted right away. And you see what those guys carry leadership-wise a lot, and for them to go to their way, and Connor to reach out with his wife to mine too is big. Having my wife feel comfortable is really important, I think, for families to be able to come in a new surrounding and to feel a part of things is really important.
So
I have a 1.5-year-old, Tucker. So he's running around, so he'll need some space to run. And a couple days ago, he learned hockey as a word. His language is coming a little slow, his first words, but hockey's one of them. That's what I care probably most about right now.
So this is super premature, but I mean, you want to be in a hockey market? Like, is this potentially more than just a rental situation? Do you view it as?
I mean, it's been 24 hours, not even 24 hours, so I'm not, honestly, my mind has just been on trying to get in here and play, and if that happens, that would be amazing, but it's more so just this year in general and coming into this situation, I just want to focus on my game and providing what I can and playing my best, and then that stuff's just kind of outside business that happens how it happens, but more so is really just trying to fit in, offer what I can, and be an impactful player in my own way and fit with these guys.
You see what's on the left side here on defense, and you know where you can slot in. What have you noticed, and what do you think moving forward here?
I noticed the talent, honestly, like the D-core specifically. I like a lot of the players with whether it's their skating or even the defensive play. You see what Ekholm can bring, and then with Wallman and Nurse having their game with the ability to be two-way players, I think is really good. And just what's nice as a D-man coming in is knowing that whatever partner you have, the capabilities that they have to make you look good. I feel like those guys are good players in their own rights, and to be able to fit in is a lot easier when they have that experience and that talent that they bring.
How do you have Spas?
In Spas in Winnipeg? Yeah, you didn't think they would? Okay, Thermia Spa was a good one. Oh, we had the whole team there, and we had a good sweat.
How do you feel about doing way more of this potentially?
That's fine. We're in Chicago is a bigger market, and we do plenty of media and availability, so it's nothing changes that way, and it's a part of the NHL, and I don't see any problem with ever answering questions.
Dead last in the league in save percentage coming in. Ullmark has been building his game. Here's Savoy. Draisaitl in front. Deflected off of Batherson and in, and we are tied at 2.
There was guys on their knees, and eventually the Ottawa Senators were able to get the one shot free and put it past Ingram, but there was no the urgency. The urgency we saw in the last 8 minutes of this period when the Oilers were trailing in the offensive zone. But there's not the same type of urgency defensively. And I think there was a really good quote from Mattias Ekholm this morning, and he said, it's just a willingness. Playing good, hard defense is just a willingness to do all the little things. And we're not seeing that right now. Murphy, that is who he is. Like, he is detail. He is work hard, block shots, cross-check, defend. And hopefully that'll become contagious in the Oilers dressing room.
Yeah, they need it right now, because once again we find ourselves sitting here on an evening where the team needs to score 5 goals in order to win this game at least, and that's if they keep it out of their net for the next 20 minutes.
Well, and again, the Oilers have played well enough offensively that they deserve 2 minimum goals. They probably deserve more. But sometimes it doesn't go in. They've hit a post. The Connor McDavid breakaway. I mean, Ullmark just got a glove on it. It pushes over. There's one at the end, Captain. Just a glove on it, goes over. So the Oilers have done a lot of good things offensively, but they're forcing themselves to get good puck luck. They're forcing themselves to have to score 5 goals or 6 goals because defensively they give up too much. And I mean, the 2 goals in that period, it was a sloppy first 10 minutes of the second period. And again, to me, that 20 minutes was the Oilers' season in a nutshell. There's urgency in the offensive zone. There's a lack of urgency in the defensive zone. And that's why you see the Oilers trailing going into the third by a couple again.
So again, we find ourselves looking to track down goals that may or may not be on the horizon. The importance of this game here, Rob, it's 2 at home, and then next week, and I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here, but next week they go out on the road for 4, and they see Colorado, and they see Vegas in that stretch. So to me, with Ottawa here, a team that's pretty competitive with you in the standings, this is a night where you got to try and collect at least a point.
Well, isn't Carolina the next home game too?
Yeah.
One of the best teams in the Eastern Conference who the Oilers have had their troubles with. The Oilers are in a tough stretch. This is a really hard 6-game stretch, but the ones that you want to take care of are the ones that are on home ice. Ottawa is good, and we talked about it before the game. The only thing holding them back had been goaltending, but they're getting that now, and we're seeing it tonight. Ullmark's been excellent in this hockey game. But the Oilers they're right now in the second wild card spot. Again, and I know that John made fun of me before the game, but that is the last place you want, actually second last. Outside of the playoffs is the last place you want to be. But then you do not want to crisscross over into a division that has Colorado, Minnesota, and Dallas. Those are the 3 best teams in the Western Conference, and the stats show it this year. You do not want a first-round matchup with the Avalanche. You know what? You get through a couple rounds, and then if you see them in the third round, now you're feeling good about yourself, but not in the first round. So the Oilers need to find points. And the Mammoth, who is a wildcard team, they found 2 points today. The Oilers got to find points against an Ottawa team on home ice. And again, there has been urgency in the offensive zone. They've played well enough to score 2, but they need 5 goals again. And that just, to me, is the biggest thing since Christmas for the Edmonton Oilers, is they are forcing themselves to have to score 5 or 6 goals a night. And you are going to run into goaltenders that throw at Ullmark at .920 save percentage right now. You're going to run into those nights. You've got to be able to win games 2-1, 3-2. And over the last month and a half, last 6 weeks, the Oilers have not shown they can do that.
They're out shooting them 25-18 right now, but are getting doubled up in the score column 4-2, and that's where it matters the most. You look at the face-offs, Edmonton's cleaned up in the face-off circle. In fact, Ottawa's only won 9 of 25 face-offs. It's been a decided advantage for Edmonton there, and yet just with the way that play has been going here and some of the defensive demise once more by this Oilers team, and it doesn't matter whether they're starting with the puck or not. They've also given it away a lot in this game, and that's something that the NHL.com stats sheet has indicated to me here. 14 giveaways so far. Take it with a grain of salt. It's not always especially accurate, but something that could be factoring into why they're down a couple of goals here. Just a final thought from you, Rob, before we midway into the out-of-town scoreboard, and that's what do you think here for period 3?
You know what's funny? Like what we normally see in situations like that, they're going to double up with Connor and Leon over and over in the third period, and rightfully so. But one player that he's only played 5:45 in this period is Szymanski. I've noticed him every shift. Like he made a great play. Went all the way into the offensive zone, took it behind the net, went to the far side, and then a long cross ice pass to the offside defenseman, which was a great play. Yeah, to me, I would find ice time for him in the third period. He's created when he's on the ice, and right now the Edmonton Oilers, they need players that are creating. And the one thing that Szymanski does, he gives you a solid effort defensively. So he's a guy that I would look to see in the third period, and we'll see if it comes true.
More from Rob Brown in the post-game show. Oilers overtime coming up after this one on 880 CHED. 780-451-8800 is the number to text or call. Right now, though, we're at the intermission. Still lots to be decided on Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
From backyard rinks to big arenas under bright lights, electricity powers every moment. At Capital Power, we generate reliable, affordable electricity for OilCountry and beyond, powering innovation, opportunity, and thriving economies across North America. Just like our Edmonton Oilers, we're driven, determined, and lighting up the game. We're powering change by changing power. Get to know us at capitalpower.com.
Welcome to Edmonton. It's only been a few hours, but what do you think?
It's great. Yeah, I've been familiar with the city. We were here during the COVID bubble, so we were able to get familiar with even the locker room and the rink, and it's been really exciting and just really happy to be here.
Where were you when you found out, and what did you think when you were traded from Chicago to Edmonton?
Yeah, we were in Winnipeg for an off day and had just a call and heard from my agent that Stan was talking serious with Chicago and didn't know what that meant timeline-wise and if something was going to happen or not. And then sure enough, really shortly after the news came out, and I had to wait for the evening to come for the paper stuff to go through and get the call from Stan officially. But it was just a whirlwind of a day and a lot of emotions of excitement, and then obviously hard to leave a team you're with for so long and grew close with. But just to become that opportunity here, I'm really grateful for.
Appreciate your time and look forward to seeing you in the Connor.
Every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is always growing. Right now, they're hiring heavy equipment technicians, PM servicemen, and maintenance supervisors. Apply if you're from here or across the country. Even if you're from the Rock, they want to talk. Visit HeavyMetalEquipment.ca to find your new career. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
This is Global News and the second intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. Prime Minister Mark Carney says his support for U.S. strikes on Iran come with regret from global law. Carney took questions for reporters today in Sydney, Australia for the first time since the strikes began over the weekend. Carney also refused to say whether he believes India is still interfering in Canada's democracy. The comments come days after a senior government official told reporters Ottawa believes Indian interference.
50 presented by Rogers, back with those life-changing jackpots. Tonight's Oilers 50-50. It's sitting at $290,000 right now. You could be our next lucky winner. Get your tickets at edmontonoilers.com/5050. 4-2 Senators lead as we get ready for this third period. Draisaitl, Roslovic, and Savoy to start it off for Edmonton. Stastny and Nurse on defense, and Nurse has the puck and will give it to Stastny on the right. Up the right wing to Roslovic. Got it just in over the Ottawa line. And it's sent in behind the net, though, by Sanderson. And up the right wing, Zub had it hit a stick, go into the Ottawa bench. We get a whistle 17 seconds into the third period.
Oilers are at 25 shots on goal through 2 periods here. They're out shooting Ottawa 25-18. Cam, by my count, I think they got to get to probably realistically 38-40. Allmark settled down. He had a crazy second goal and go in off him. Draisaitl second of the game. Oilers are going to have to dig and find a way, and just chasing too many games here of late.
Oilers had a good push late in the second. Puck rimmed to the line where Nurse will keep it in. It's top of the circle. Pinto is able to get it out. Stastny on the right to Draisaitl. He'll shoot it in. Rims off the stick, comes out to Roslovic. His shot, and that one blocked as Pinto got in front of it, and it is now flipped right out by Pinto. And the Edmonton Oilers are going on the power play. Pinto skates right to the penalty box.
Well, Shane Pinto, who was suspended a couple years ago, is part of this core that is signed. Stützle, 8 years, year 3 of an 8+ deal. Kachuk, 7-year deal in year 5 of an 8+ deal. Cousins, 7 years, $7 million+. And Pinto, 7.5 times 4, kicks in next year. The Oilers, though, they want to kick in some offense here, and they got blown dead right off.
Yeah, they got to do that again.
They didn't get set up in the first minute because Claude Giroux kept on winning draws, and now it's going to be McDavid against Giroux, and Giroux's a good face-off man, always has been.
Power play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com. As Sanderson has control in his own zone, I'll give it to Zub up the right wing, got it out. Brought in by McDavid on the left. Turns on the left wing boards. Top of the circle to the middle of the ice. And Sanderson off the boards and out. We'll go down into the Edmonton zone. We're a minute into the third. Edmonton down by a couple as Bouchard on the right wing to Draisaitl. Into the Ottawa end. Turns to the right wing boards. Now to McDavid, goes to the right corner. Over to Draisaitl, to McDavid. Steps out of the right corner to Draisaitl off the post. And the puck sent up near the line, and it does come out. What a chance there for Draisaitl. Almost had the hat-trick goal. Draisaitl to Bouchard in the neutral zone. McDavid comes in through the middle on the left to Nugent Hopkins. To Bouchard to Draisaitl. Draisaitl on the right in front of the net to McDavid. Saved by Ullmark. Puck to the line. Bouchard on the right to McDavid. McDavid to Draisaitl. Draisaitl out to McDavid. In front to Draisaitl. Scores! Hat-trick goal by Leon Draisaitl, and the Oilers have cut the Ottawa lead to 4-3.
It's the 10th regular season hat-trick for Leon Draisaitl. He's had 2 in the playoffs as well. I don't think that hit Nugent Hopkins, do you? Kind of pointed to RNH, maybe because of the screen.
I think he put it in, but you're right. Nugent Hopkins and Hyman were right at the edge of the net. Nugent Hopkins more in front of it. Hyman at the side of it. That's McDavid and Draisaitl. No, I think it went just past. Nugent Hopkins got out of the way. Nugent Hopkins had to jump to get out of the way of it. I don't think it clipped him. But a minute 52 into this third period, and Edmonton gets a power play goal as hats rain down onto the ice here at Rogers Place, and Edmonton gets to within 1. Maybe it did hit Nugent Hopkins' skate. He was trying to get out of the way. We got it as Draisaitl right now on the NHL website. But watching the last replay, it may have glanced off Nugent Hopkins' skate. But I don't know that for sure. Either way, it's 4-3. And Edmonton, who pushed hard late in the second period, gets a power play here early in the third, get on the board, little momentum going their way. And now to within 1. All right. Picked up the hats. And the puck hits center ice. And Greg will come into the Oilers zone on the right wing. He's trying to go to the net. He just put it off the arm of Ingram. May have gone off the outside of the post. And the puck goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Dylan Cousins battled in there, but Szymanski got it free and gave it to Podkolzin. He'll get it up in the air and out. They have now changed it on the NHL website to Ryan Nugent Hopkins. From Draisaitl and McDavid. And the puck turned over in the neutral zone, so that's Nugent Hopkins' 15th of the year, and it's shot in by Nurse. Ulmer can't stop it in behind the net. Clevin in the left wing corner. On the left wing side to Greg, will get it out. Podkolzin to Ekholm. For Draisaitl and McDavid with the assists on that goal. Oilers to within 1. Here's Bouchard to center ice. Now to Hyman. He'll get into the right wing corner of the Ottawa's end. Left wing corner to Ekholm behind the net to Hyman. Slides over to the right side to the right wing point. Bouchard, a shot saved by Ullmark. Held on as Nugent Hopkins went to the front of the net, but the whistle goes as Ullmark held on to it. 2:59 gone here in the third. 4-3 Ottawa leads.
A little bit of a change here. Looks like we're going to see Nugent Hopkins back with Hyman and McDavid. Now it's back to 1-goal game. Oilers looking for a little bit more balance.
Off the draw, puck to the line. Bouchard blasts it. That goes off the skate of Amadio over to the left wing. The left wing boards. Sanderson to Amadio. Over the Edmonton line on the left. Into the skates on the left side of Eller. He got run over. And it's in the left wing corner. Now in behind the net. Over to Amadio. To the right. Tried to swing it back behind the net. McDavid broke it up. Puck goes to Amadio, though, on the right. Off the right wing boards to the left wing point for Sanderson. Sanderson on the left to Amadio to Sanderson. To the right wing to Zub. Got it behind the net to Eller.
It's the fourth line that shut Edmonton down here.
On the right. Back to the blue line, and it's Sanderson left wing point. A shot, and that one tipped over the Edmonton net off the glass. It goes out of play.
This line has had, you know what? I would put Nugent Hopkins with Hyman and put Colson. And go McDavid, Draisaitl, and possibly Kapanen. And that way you have Savoy to play with Roslovic. And maybe even Szymanski, who played together before. Because it's not happening for Hyman, McDavid, and Nugent Hopkins right now, 5v5.
Face-off will be to the right of Ingram.
Now they have
Now they've changed it back to Draisaitl. I'm not writing anything down for a while. I don't trust anything anymore. Comes out to center ice. 4-3. Senators lead here. We're 4 minutes into the third. That's just over the center ice line is Henrique. He'll shoot it in. Oh, and change it back to Nugent Hopkins now. Puck goes over to the right wing boards. Batherson couldn't get it out. Henrique left wing corner to Frederick. Frederick to the top of the circle to the blue line to Stastny. A shot saved by Allmark. The rebound chopped just wide of the net by Henrique. Great chance there for Edmonton. And the puck in the right wing corner, and nobody wants to touch it. Otherwise, it was knocked down with a high stick. Now they do, and it's up against the end boards. Kapanen to Szymanski to the right wing point. Emberson over to Stastny on the right point for Emberson. A shot towards the goal, saved by Allmark. Puck goes in behind the net. Shabbat on the right wing, off the right wing boards and out. Oh. And now it got turned over. Stutzla on the right side from the angle. A shot off the outside of the post as he tried to go short side.
How do you get beat like that there? Lucky that didn't end up in that lookout, Jack.
Roslovic spinning around with it, just about lost it to Kachuk. Now to Stastny for Draisaitl, comes up the right wing. Oilers down by one. Here, 5:15 gone in the third. Puck shot into the zone. Nurse from the left point. A shot stick saved by Allmark. Savoy got it to the right corner, but Sanderson there for Ottawa.
Sanderson's good, man.
Very good. To center ice to Dylan Cousins to Kachuk into the Oilers zone to the right wing corner. Greg to Kachuk. Chuck played the puck to the corner, and it is shot out, but off the stick of Draisaitl, and it goes into the Ottawa zone. Oilers can make changes. From behind his own net and up to center, and now Amadio's able to get it in after he got it from Spence. Goes in behind the Edmonton goal. McDavid. On the left to Stastny. He'll get it out through the middle. Went off of Hyman down into the Ottawa zone. Zub in the right wing corner. Up the right side, got it out. Stastny shoots it back in, right to Zub. Now to Sanderson. On the left wing. Pinto directs it in. It's in the right wing corner, and it's Matthias Ekholm for the Oilers.
Have we seen a lot of Jake Wallman here?
No.
The Oilers are playing 5D.
On the right wing, it's Nugent Hopkins. Gets in over the Ottawa blue line. To the right side it goes, and it's just pushed out to center. And brought in on the right by Batherson. Stops on the right wing boards. To Stutzla. Over on the left wing. Giroux to the point to Clevin. Fires it around to Stutzla on the right. Comes up to the blue line. He just about lost it, but does keep it in. Now gets to the slot. Here's Clevin. A shot, and that's off. A stick goes in behind the Edmonton net.
Hyman doesn't have a stick here.
Stick snapped in half. It goes back to the line. On the right, the shot. Nice save by Ingram. Boots it out with the right pad on the shot by Stutzla. And Bouchard will slow it up at the Edmonton blue line. Just over 7 minutes gone here in the third. 4-3. Ottawa leads. But Oilers with a goal here in the third. On the right wing, Stastny can steer it in. Jensen to the right corner, now over to Shabbat. Shabbat up the left wing. Get it across to Jensen at center ice. He'll shoot it in. Goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Eller tied up, then Szymanski ran into him. Puck goes to the left wing. On the left wing side, Zetterlund to Eller. Eller to Zetterlund, and it just eludes him, so Szymanski could get it out for Edmonton. Left wing gave it to Podkolzin. He's into the Ottawa zone. Puts it off the left corner board, so it gets to the right. Kapanen's in on the forecheck, then steals the puck. Kapanen has it on the left wing boards. To the line, Nurse across to Ekholm. His shot was blocked. He got it right back. Fires it off the left boards. It goes in behind the Ottawa net. Jensen out from behind the goal. Make that Zub out from behind the goal and get it to center ice. Off the right wing boards and in. Ingram just leave it for Ekholm. Ekholm stops in the left corner. Wraps a pass up the right. Wanted to get it to Roslovic. That doesn't connect, but it goes to Draisaitl. He'll come into the Ottawa end on the right. Pass to the middle. To Nurse. His shot just missed. Draisaitl out of the left wing corner in front, and they'll jam it towards the net. Omar kept it out. Roslovic goes in behind the goal. To the right wing corner. Pinned to the boards by Sanderson. Savoy trying to get it free. Instead, it's still in Cousins. Cousins will get it up in the air. It comes out. Roslovic will turn it right back in on the left. Made a move, lost it in the slot. Gets poked to the right corner. Sanderson there for the Senators. Around the right wing boards and out. To Pinto. Pinto right in front of his own bench. And Nugent Hopkins to deal with. Lost it. And Bouchard can come into the Ottawa zone. And it is just diving to it to get it out was Pinto. 4-3 Ottawa leading. We're here in the third as Hyman comes into the Ottawa end. To the left wing corner, into the corner, runs into Jensen. The puck in behind the Ottawa net. He'll go over to the right wing. McDavid to the line to Bouchard. Now to Stastny. Right side, Nugent Hopkins. His shot went off at Jensen just wide. In the left wing corner, along the boards, McDavid. His pass to the blue line, and getting it out was Batherson. Bouchard through the middle, off of Nugent Hopkins. It goes in.
Game's too fast for our referees tonight.
Long pass to Stützle. Misses him. That's icing against Ottawa. We're halfway through the third. It's 4-3 for Ottawa.
It looks like the Oilers bench is full. I'm just looking down to see. We've not seen Jake Wallman in this period. We'll get Troy to pull the binocs out. He's definitely not had a shift here in the third. Well, actually, when you look down,
they're 17th. They're down. Without a Lazar, they have the correct amount, so he's got to be there. Puck to the left wing point, hops over the stick of Nurse, and it comes out. Because with Lazar out, they should have 17 skaters, and by my count, they will.
He's definitely on the bench.
Yeah.
And we're way up in the 8th floor. I have good eyesight, but it's a little tough sometimes because we're on the opposite side.
Yeah, we're facing them. Puck goes into the Oilers zone. Draisaitl on the right wing for Kapanen. Kasperi Kapanen on the right. Now into the Ottawa end. He'll look towards the net, went to pass it, and his stick snapped in half. And it goes in behind the goal.
Holy cow. These guys, fans are not going to be happy.
Sanderson comes into the Oilers zone on the left wing. To the left wing point, but over the stick of Ridley Gregg and out. Sanderson slow to get up. He got taken out on the end boards. And Tkachuk comes in. That's offside against Ottawa. But Tkachuk didn't touch it, left it, cleared the zone. Play keeps going. And down the right wing, Podkolzin into Ottawa territory. The backhand, that save made by Ullmark. Amadi takes a hard hit from Podkolzin, but across to Shabbat into the Oiler end. Only got it near the Edmonton net. Matthias Ekholm up the left wing boards, off of McDavid and out. The puck's at center ice for Amadio of the Senators. Only got it to the Edmonton line. Ekholm to Nurse. Nurse back to Matthias Ekholm. On the right wing, now to McDavid. Comes just in over the Ottawa blue line. Made a little play, but Stützle got it free. to Nick Cousins.
Go back in.
Into the Oiler end. Shot it off. The stick goes wide. Stutzla to the right wing. All the way up to the point. Out of Spence. Left wing to Clevin. And it goes off of Ekholm, and it goes out of play. 7:59 to go here in the third. 4-3. Senators lead the Edmonton Oilers. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
OilCountry, get ready. This year, the Edmonton Oilers celebrate the town of Cold Lake during the March 28th game against the Anaheim Ducks. Through the Celebrating OilCountry program, the Oilers honor the cities and towns that make up one of the best fan bases in the world. This night is proudly supported by Oil Sands Alliance, representing 5 of Canada's largest oil sands companies, working together for a stronger Canada. Fans are invited to join the celebration. Tickets are available now at EdmontonOilers.com.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cal Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. It's a 4-3 Senators lead with 7:59 to go here in the third. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 15th of the year from Drysdale and McDavid on the power play. A minute 52 into this third period has the Oilers to within 1. Face off in the Edmonton zone to the right. Netminder Connor Ingram. And Nurse will go in behind the net with it. Off the left wing boards and out. At the Edmonton line, it's brought right back in by Giroux. Roll it in behind the net to Batherson. Now versus Stutzla. Centering pass off a skate, comes to the line. Spence on the right. For Giroux to the blue line to Spence. A shot blocked in front of the Edmonton net. Went off of Emberson and up the left wing. To center ice is Frederick, and he'll dump it in. Clevin goes in behind the net. Around the left wing boards to Stutzla's pass, picked off by Drysdale. Had to wait for Kapanen to get back on side. Brings the puck in on the right. His pass is blocked. Then comes in behind the net. Stole it from Clevin to the right wing point to Bouchard. Left wing corner for Roslovic. Off the boards to the line for Bouchard. Put it off the end boards. And now Drysdale smacks it to the line where Ekholm to Bouchard went to shoot it, and that gets blocked. It hit Batherson. It goes down into the Oilers zone. Ekholm up the left wing. On the right side to Drysdale. Just got the puck into Ottawa territory. Cleared out by Nick Cousins.
Well, it's definitely a 5 defense game.
Yep.
We've not seen Wallman at all.
Here in the third.
No, he's had some groin issues in the past, but he is on the bench.
Nurse with it in his own end through the middle. Weaves his way to center. Goes over to the left. Shoots the puck in. Rims on the right wing. Goes into the right wing corner. Sanderson over to the right to Dylan Cousins. Got dumped down by Nugent-Hopkins. Puck poked in behind the net to Sanderson around the boards. But there is Bouchard to keep it in. Go to Ridley Gregg, and he will get it out. The pass for Cousins misses him. Ingram's going to have to play it. On the right side to Bouchard. Out of Nugent-Hopkins through the middle. Over the line is shot, and that's juggled by Ullmark, and he had to dive to poke it to the right side. McDavid on the point, across to Bouchard, in front of the net. That just misses. Hits a stick, goes up into the air. Cousins out from behind his goal. And up the right wing And Stutzla won't clear. Yes, he will. That does get out, but it's a gloved pass to Giroux as we get the whistle with 5:34 to go here in the third period. 4-3. The Senators lead the Edmonton Oilers. We'll be right back from Rogers Place, downtown Edmonton. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EPCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and $1 million jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517. Find more ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. Unlock savings through always low-priced items, multi-save, club size, fresh promise, hit of the month offers, ad match, and more. Find everything you need from grocery staples, fresh produce, prepared meals, and multicultural assortments to clothing, home, entertainment, health, and beauty. Plus, PC Optimum members save more. Open the PC Optimum app to load exclusive super coupons and weekly points offers. Real Canadian Superstore. Proudly Canadian. See weekly flyer for details.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 4-3. Senators lead. 5:34 to go in the third period. Edmonton has one in this early in the third to get to within one and have been pressuring. Face off to the right of Allmark. Shots are now 31-19 for the Oilers. Drysdale wins the draw. Ekholm on the left wing point. Around the boards on the right, hit a stick, and Giroux will get it off the left side and out. Ekholm chasing after it, got there before Pinto. Up the left wing at center, where it gets to Zach Hyman. Ridley Gregg on him. Puck goes to the middle of the ice, and Drysdale through the middle to McDavid. He's into the Ottawa end on the right wing point to Bouchard. Now across to Ekholm. Right corner over the stick of McDavid. It goes in behind the Ottawa net. Pinto will chop that on the right side. It'll come to the line, and Amadio will get it out. Bouchard to Hyman, now to Drysdale.
That's a slash.
On the left, took a pretty good whack. And that passed through the middle, and it's cleared out. So Ekholm turning in front of the Edmonton net. Oilers make some changes. Puck goes to Roslovic. Roslovic into the Ottawa zone on the right. He gave it to Savoy. Nice shot saved by Allmark. Great chance for Savoy. Savoy's got it in the left wing corner. Behind the net to Roslovic. The wraparound off the pad of Allmark. And it's flipped up and out. 4:20 to go here in the third. 4-3, Ottawa leading. Savoy in on the right wing. Cleared out by Clevin.
Call a stick infraction the entire game.
Nurse.
You can hear the other players. They are not happy with the officiating tonight.
To Nugent Hopkins off his stick and in. Shabbat stops in behind the net. Comes out on the left. And now through the middle of the ice. Thomas Shabbat at center shooting it in. Then rims on the right. Kachuk bumped it in behind the goal, but it's Bouchard for Edmonton. Out of Frederick. To the center ice line, and Edmonton should be offside. They are. With 3:41 to go here in the third. 4-3. Ottawa leading Edmonton. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Edmonton knows great teams. For over 60 years, Chemco has helped build Canadian industry and invest in communities nationwide. Employee-owned and operated, and with over 2,500 skilled tradespeople, Chemco delivers complete solutions as one partner with many strengths. From engineering to construction, commissioning to maintenance, safely and on schedule coast to coast. Chemco cares, and a commitment to quality, safety, and community drives lasting impact nationally and locally. Learn more at chemco.com. Chemco, building industry, building Canada.
It's game on at City Ford.
With an all-star lineup of 2025 Ford favorites, save up to $7,000 on Escapes,
up to $8,000 on Bronco Sports,
and up to $18,000 on F-150s.
Plus, find 0% financing options available on all 3 vehicles.
Score an all-star deal today and spin and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Mexico.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers out shooting the Senators 8-1 here in the third period. They've got 1 goal. They're within 1. They're down 4-3 with 3:41 to go here in the third period. Face-off just outside the Ottawa line. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman out with Bouchard and Ekholm. Greg taking the draw for Ottawa. Draisaitl out of the face-off circle. It'll be now Connor McDavid. Puck goes to McDavid. Goes across the center ice line. Amadio taken out hard at the Oiler bench by McDavid. And on the right wing, he'll give it to Bouchard. And it's Bouchard through the middle of the ice. Into the Ottawa zone. Now to Draisaitl. Top of the circle. That is broken up, and it comes out. Goes to Greg. Into the Oiler zone. His shot. And he fires it wide on the short side.
It's about the 4th short side attempt in this game. You think maybe they're onto something here?
I don't know. McDavid to center. Comes in on the right. Out to the right wing. Goes in behind the net. Zub up to the blue line. Does not get it out. Puck over to the right. Top of the circle in the Ottawa zone. Draisaitl. Up to the line, and Sanderson was able to get his stick in there.
He's had a great game. I mean, he's a top-flight defender. We're seeing that here tonight.
Draisaitl's pass went off of Roslovic's skate. The puck at center, smacked to the Edmonton blue line by Giroux. Nurse on the right wing to Emberson, up the right wing. But Stutzla's going to keep it in. That's in behind the Edmonton net. Nurse through the left side. Out through center and out of Podkolzin. Comes into the Ottawa zone. Stops on the left wing boards to the point for Nurse. Nurse waiting. Shooting it wide. I don't know that Ullmark saw it from the right point. Bouchard lets it go. Blocked away by Ullmark. McDavid keeping the puck in. To the right wing point to Bouchard. Around the boards. Jensen along the side will get it up in the air and out. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Ingram's gone to the bench for the extra attacker. McDavid gets it in across the one-timer. Oh, somehow that stays out on a one-time shot by Hyman on the left. And the puck cleared out by Greg. It will be icing. Minute 43 to go here in the third. What a chance for Hyman off the left wing.
The year he scored 54, those were going in for him.
Went off the outside of the net.
He's got to get a face-off win. And this is an excellent face. I mean, the Oilers are 4th, but Ottawa's 2nd. Got to support him here. Now, that said, the Oilers have won 71% of the face-offs in this game, Cam. I find that kind of hard to believe, but they have.
All right, face-off to the right of Ullmark.
Drop the puck.
Eventually they do, and it does go to the left wing point. Matthias Ekholm. Over to the right to Bouchard. To Ekholm. Left wing, McDavid's pass gets blocked, but he will keep it alive. On the left to Ekholm, now to Bouchard. Right to Draisaitl in front. Scores! Zach Hyman directs it in, and this game is tied at 4.
Wow, 4-point performance tonight from Leon Draisaitl. Just a quick one-touch. And the Oilers have tied it with a great third period. Shots are 10-1 here in the third for Edmonton.
Hyman's 25th of the year at 18:35 of this third period.
Draisaitl and Bouchard will draw the assist there. Now, here's the deal, Cam. No matter what, you got to get a point tonight, okay? You have to navigate the final minute 25 here.
Or just win it.
Or win it.
Or win it.
But they're loading up their top guys here. You got to be ready to go. Out comes Cousins and Giroux.
Zach Hyman tying the game here in the third period.
Actually, it's going to be Giroux, Stützle. Got some good players on the ice. Got to check.
Goes to Shabbat up the left wing, just to the Edmonton blue line off of Stützle. Puck into the Edmonton zone. Stützle could not get a pass, and there was Henrique off the right wing glass and out. Stützle at his own blue line. To Giroux. Fire it all the way across. The puck brought in. Right wing, the shot and the save made by Ingram. It's off the right side. It's a quick shot. As Jensen let that go.
Oilers are out shooting Ottawa 35-20 here.
Face off to the left of Ingram. We got 1:02 to go here in the third. The game is tied at 4.
Have to get this to overtime. Cannot give up a goal in the final minute.
Puck to the right wing point. Zub on the right side. We're to the last minute. Behind the net to Dylan Cousins. Pinned by Draisaitl. Tkachuk goes to the right. He's got Bouchard all over him. Now Greg will get it to the line. To Sanderson. A shot saved by Ingram off of Sanderson. Puck near the top of the circle goes to the point. Zub kept it in. Right wing corner is Ekholm.
Ooh, look out.
Lost it for a moment, gets it back up the right side to Savoy. He'll get to center, he'll shoot it in. 30 seconds to go here in the third.
Good work by Savoy. He's a smart little player.
Greg to center, but that's it. Emberson to Nurse to Emberson. Emberson to center. Rim the puck in. 15 seconds to go here in the third. Puck to the blue line. Nurse around the boards behind the net to McDavid. He'll get it in front of the goal, and before he can get to it, Hyman, that was just cleared by at the last second. Sanderson goes in behind his net, and we are going to go to overtime. The Oilers and the Senators. Edmonton was down 4-2 after 40, but Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman scoring here in the third has tied it up. We got the OT for you when we come back. From Rogers Place, it's Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Edmontonians, do you bleed orange and blue? Delve into the heart of everything Oilers with Oilers Now. Only on 880 CHED. Tune in weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. Bob Stauffer delivers the inside scoop with exclusive interviews, expert analysis, phenomenal guests, and a few surprises. Don't miss a second of the conversation. Discover the heartbeat of your Oilers on 880 CHED, the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers. All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, tied at 4, the Oilers and the Senators go to some extra time. Edmonton, 7-5 in 3-on-3 overtime, 0-3 in shootout, 7-8 overall. Ottawa's 3-8 in overtime, but 3-0 in shootout, 6-8 overall. Edmonton defeated Ottawa in overtime on October 21st in Ottawa.
Jake Wallman, who's played a grand total of 11-16 in this game. And given that he was at 11-16 after 2 periods, either he's hurt and gutting it out on the bench, or conversely, he's in shutdown bow wow. Draisaitl is 10-5 in faceoffs in this game at 67%. The Oilers have won 68%. Giroux is 3-4, 43%. Stutzla 3-2, 60%. Pinto, 3 wins, 10 losses. It's going to be Brady Tkachuk against Leon Draisaitl.
5 times this year, the Oilers have come back to win when trailing after 40. They're going to try and make it 6 here. And the Senators get the first possession, and it's Sanderson into the Edmonton zone. In fact, he'll bring it back out. Stutzla as he goes in behind his net. Stutzla to Sanderson. Waits in behind the goal. Skating through, Stutzla doesn't take the puck. Sanderson still has it. Sanderson flushed out. Well, he has to come up the right wing.
Got to support him here.
Sanderson into the Oilers zone. Stops on the right side. Pass to the middle. Stutzla forced into the corner by McDavid. They'll go behind the net. Over to the right for Tkachuk. He'll get it out to center as Shabbat is out onto the ice. And now on the left wing to Stutzla into the Oilers zone. He'll go down the left side. He'll spin it around. That goes off of Ingram, and out to center is McDavid. He gets tackled on the play by Tkachuk, and a penalty coming up to the Senators. And Edmonton will get a power play here in overtime, 55 seconds in. Call to Brady Tkachuk. Power play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Tkachuk had lost his stick, and he just tackled McDavid at the Ottawa line. Great opportunity here for Edmonton.
You know, he's a hell of a player, Brady Tkachuk.
Yes.
For me, eminently more likable than Matthew Tkachuk, but that was, I mean,
it was a tackle.
That was a better tackle than what we saw the guys out of the University of Alabama last year when they were playing Indiana. I'm going to tell you that right now. So now you got to win a face-off. Just get the goal. Don't worry about getting Draisaitl a hat trick. Win the draw, get pucks to the net, attack the net. Again, Pinto just 3-10, and Draisaitl cleans him up.
Draisaitl wins it. Bouchard has it in the middle. Now on the left to McDavid. To Bouchard on the blue line. Bouchard over to McDavid on the right wing. Into the corner. Draisaitl in front to Hyman. Off his stick. Goes over to the left wing boards. And it is kept in by McDavid. Gets away from Pinto. He'll go to the net. Can't get a shot. Just hacked away by Zub. He'll get it out. Ingram quickly up to Bouchard.
Whatever you do, you can't let him change here.
McDavid will bring the puck in on the left wing. Stops up to Bouchard in the middle. Bouchard will get it in front. Hyman directed on net. Ullmark just kept it out. The puck along the left wing boards McDavid. To the blue line in the middle to Bouchard. Over to Connor McDavid to Draisaitl. One-timer! Saved by Ullmark. And he held on to it.
Now, do you take a timeout here?
If you think your guys are tired.
Well, they have played a lot in the third period.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't play again till Friday.
Ullmark just got a piece of that redirection by Zach Hyman.
They are giving up the low tap in to Hyman. They're trying to, there we go, there's timeout.
3:17 to go here in OT. 1:12 to go in the penalty to Tkachuk.
It's Ottawa.
Ottawa took the timeout. Their guys were gassed. Game was tied at 2 after 20. Oilers were down 4-2 after 40. 2 goals in the third period for Edmonton in the third to tie it.
Somehow we ended up with -2 shots so far in this. I tell you, they've changed the... It's a little bit too much fluctuation in game.
It's now 34-21 in favor of Edmonton. Okay, face off to the left of Linus Ullmark.
If I'm Edmonton, I'm not worrying about Hyman. Get it to Bouchard, let him rip it, create chaos. I mean, he can hammer the puck.
Yes. Puck goes to Bouchard, right point. McDavid to Draisaitl to McDavid over to Bouchard. The shot scores! Evan Bouchard hammers it home. Edmonton wins it 5-4 in OT.
Very similar to what happened in Colorado a couple of years ago, where they went in there and got the 4-on-3, and they're trying to take the Draisaitl one-timer away. And Bouchard, who is an elite offensive defenseman, and the Oilers didn't have their A game through the first 40 minutes, but they dominated this, and he hammered this one home. Zook couldn't front the puck. And GWG and OT for Evan Bouchard.
18th of the year for Bouchard, a minute 50 into this overtime. That's on the power play. Edmonton goes 2 for 3 with a man advantage. And Bouchard, who had an assist on the goal by Hyman, has points in 5 straight.
He's got 22 points in the last 11 games.
Crazy. And 11 points in the last 5 during the streak. And Edmonton has to battle back from a 4-2 deficit. It's the 6th time this year Edmonton has won when trailing after 40. And they find a way to get it done. And Bouchard from McDavid and Draisaitl.
Leon Draisaitl had a 5-point game.
We can head downstairs. Aiden Gannam standing by with Matt Savoy.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Matt, a comeback win in a game where you guys outshot your opponents by quite a wide margin. Just take me through the full 60 from your eyes.
Yeah, no quit in our group. I thought we had a good third period. We obviously knew we needed 2 and got 2 and then got a big win in overtime. So it's a big one for our group.
Your 7th point in 4 games since coming back from the break on one of the Leon Draisaitl goals. Just what's been the magic secret for you so far?
Yeah, I mean, things are clicking right now. It's been a lot of fun to play with Leo and Rosie, and I think we're a dangerous trio when we're out there, so just looking to build off it.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Guys.
All right, there you go. Aiden Gannam downstairs with Matt Savoy, who picks up an assist in this game. And Edmonton has to battle back, down 4-2 after 40, win it 5-4 in overtime. Playing against a very good Ottawa team that had won 6-8 coming into this. Linus Ullmark hadn't lost a game in regulation since December 9th. He's 7-0-2 in his last 9 games, where he was the goalie of record.
Yeah.
So he had to deal with a netminder that's playing at the top of his game.
Oh, they needed, like I said, we said at the start of the period, they needed to get pucks to the net. They needed to get at least 15 shots on goal, and they ended up getting 13 the rest of the way, came back and won the game. That's what was required tonight. How about Bouchard? GWG plus an assist, 22 points.
Crazy. 4-point night for Draisaitl. We thought he had the hat trick, but it went off of
Are you
Hopkins.
sure it's not a 5-point night? Was he not in?
Sorry, 5-point night for Draisaitl. That's what it. And what a game for him. We thought he had the hat trick, but it went off the skate of Nugent Hopkins, albeit barely, but still. The Edmonton Oilers just incredible comeback. Yeah, Leon Draisaitl was all over this game. And in on every goal of the Edmonton Oilers had here tonight.
Well, they got good star players, right? So
yes.
It's unbelievable, though. 22 points over his last for Bouchard. I mean,
yes.
Those are numbers that we used to see
in the 80s.
In the 80s. I mean, the Oilers are the only team in the league with 3 players with 70-plus points. But this was a big win because they were on the ropes there for a while.
Yeah, they needed it. And they found a way. So now you got to deal with the Carolina Hurricanes on Friday. It's a bit of a slower week, just a couple of games this week.
And how will the team look different?
Well, you can have Connor Murphy in there. I'm looking forward to seeing how he fits in with this team.
So am I.
Yeah, he did get here. He's here now.
Very, very different team Edmonton's playing. Look, Travis Green's a good coach. This team, but the Oilers outplayed Ottawa badly as this game wore on tonight. And, Travis Green. What can you say about Travis Green?
Wow. Yeah, I agree.
He's done a good job, but the team we're seeing here on Friday.
Yeah.
Rob Brindamore, there's nobody in the league that plays with the same puck pressure all over the ice the way the Carolina Hurricanes do. Edmonton's going to need to be a lot better with the puck maintenance.
Absolutely, they will. Edmonton gets the win. They improve to 30, 24, and 8. Ottawa drops to 29, 22, and 9. 5-point evening for Leon Draisaitl, 2 goals and 3 assists in this one. A couple of assists for Connor McDavid, a goal and a helper for Evan Bouchard. Zach Hyman, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins also scoring for Edmonton. Bouchard, with the goal, a couple for Draisaitl. And Edmonton wins both times against Ottawa this year in overtime. 3-2, October 21st, 5-4. Here tonight. So exciting game at Rogers Place. The fans go home happy. The Oilers win it in OT. A Rogers post-game show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers post-game show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Left wing, McDavid's pass gets blocked, but he will keep it alive. On the left to Ekholm, now to Bouchard. Right to Draisaitl in front. Scores! Zach Hyman directs it in, and this game is tied at 4. McDavid to Draisaitl to McDavid over to Bouchard. The shot! Scores! Evan Bouchard hammers it home. Edmonton wins it 5-4 in OT.
There you go. The Oilers rally from a 4-2 deficit. Their top guns find a way, and Edmonton gets the victory 5-4 in overtime. And that is the Century Casino Highlight Zone. And speaking of Century Casino, all in, all games, all season, Century Casino's 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the Winter Zone. From the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth, this is the Rogers postgame show in the Oilers Radio Network.
Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation Mighty Millions Lottery bonus prize deadline is midnight Friday. Hit the road in style with the Porsche Cayenne bonus prize. You can be behind the wheel of this stunning luxury Porsche Cayenne SUV or take $120,000 cash. And you're in to win the $2.4 million grand prize show home and $100,000 cash. Hurry, bonus prize deadline is midnight Friday. Be mighty and buy now at MightyMillionsLottery.com.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, welcome back. We did not have an Alberta Blue Cross travel insurance goal of the game. Whatever life brings, we got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. Rob, I don't know if we're going to look back at this game, but in the sense, I don't think it's a slam dunk the Edmonton Oilers are making the playoffs this year.
Oh, I do.
Okay. Well, do you think tonight's the type of night that if they do make the playoffs, we look back at a 4-2 rally and we saw who did it for Edmonton? Again, it was their top-end guys. Was this a bite? Did Ottawa lay off the gas, or did the Oilers just elevate and the Senators couldn't skate with them? What happened?
Well, a couple things. First, the Ottawa Senators have a lead going into the third period, and then they take a dumb penalty. I mean,
against a team that's got a good power play.
The best power play in the world. You've got a 2-goal lead, and I believe it was Pinto.
Yeah, he had a brutal night.
Blocked the shot. He's got all the time in the world. His teammates were yelling, "You got time," and he throws it. Not only did he throw over the glass, he missed the glass by about 15 feet. And all of a sudden, the Edmonton Oilers, who did not look good through 40 minutes, have a power play. They score. Now they have life. So that was a huge mistake. And the other mistake, and this is on the coaching staff, the Ottawa Senators. Brady Tkachuk is a fantastic hockey player. Where he's limited is his skating ability.
Right.
How you start him in overtime against Connor and Leon and Bouchard is beyond me. There's a number of players you can put on the ice to go out there. Put Drake Batherson out there. You got Stetson. You cannot start Brady. I would have gone 2 defensemen. But he puts Brady Tkachuk out there, and Brady Tkachuk gets caught. and has to take a penalty. To me, that is poor management by the Ottawa Senators.
He did win the draw. They couldn't win a face-off the whole game.
True, he wins a face-off, then change. But no, you don't put him on the ice because he can't skate with those guys. I mean, the Kachuks talked about it in the Olympics. They knew when it went to 3-on-3, they weren't playing in overtime because of their skating abilities. So that, to me, was a terrible coaching mistake by Travis Green. Having said that, the Oilers, there's no lead too big for the Edmonton Oilers. If they're within 2 with 5 minutes to go in the game, they have a chance because when they pull their goalie, there's no team that is better in the history of the National Hockey League. And if I'm playing against the Edmonton Oilers and I am down, if they pull their goalie, you cannot be passive. You have to run at every player because if you're passive, they're going to pick you apart. And they did. They eventually puck came to Leon. He knew exactly where Hyman was. That's a nice play. So the Oilers turned it up in the third period. The Ottawa Senators took a dumb penalty and then just got caught chasing the rest of the game. So it was a nice one. I don't think this flips the script on their season.
Right.
They gave up 4 goals. Again. And they were not good through 40 minutes. But it was a win, and it's important. Again, they want to be in the top 3 in their division. They do not want to be a wild card team. And tonight was a good step forward. But they've got a tough road here in the next 5 games. This is a good stretch of games for the Edmonton Oilers. And this is something, the one thing we've seen with the Oilers, we saw them have an 8-game homestand, and everyone thought they're going to run the table, and this is where things are going to go. It's going to all even out.
Went the other way.
Went the other way. And then we've seen stretches in the last number of years. They're struggling. They go on a road trip. They're playing 5 games in Florida and Tampa and all that, and they go 4-1. So the Edmonton Oilers, it seems like whenever there's adversity hits them is when they start playing their best, and we see that in hockey games. Their best hockey is usually when they're trailing in a hockey game. There's an urgency to their game. We saw that in the third period.
Well, you know who we didn't see in the third period?
Jake Wallman.
He was on the bench. I don't think it was. And
it's funny. I looked up the time on ice. He played 11-16 coming into the third. He didn't get a shift in the third period. And in my experience as a player, if you're injured after the second period, you're not coming to the bench.
Right.
So to me, I mean, we'll know more afterwards, and I don't want to speculate, but to me, from up here, it looks like it was a coach's decision for him not to play in the third period.
And you know what? That takes courage.
Oh.
Because now, here's the thing. You're getting Connor Murphy. I actually thought Stachny played pretty well tonight.
So did Emerson. Both those guys played good tonight in this hockey game.
Right.
So, yeah, I think the one thing that's been called into question by all the fans, and sure on your show and our show afterwards, is accountability from everybody. From the top, your leaders all the way down. And, I mean, Wallman is a seasoned veteran. So if he was benched in this game for an entire third period, he's being accountable for being -2 through 2 periods. And it's a message sent. And what it does, when you hold one of your veteran players or a better player accountable, it resonates through the entire dressing room because players notice that. Guys that are 3rd, 4th line guys that are 5th, 6th, 7th defensemen, they notice that. So if that was the case, it was a message being sent by Knobloch and Coffey, and that will be received by not only Wallman, that will be received by everybody in the dressing room.
By the way, Evan Bouchard played 28-37. A goal and assist. He has 22 points, Rob, in the last 11 games. I actually want to highlight another guy that's on a heater right now because I thought he was a really important play. He was involved in the first 2 even-strength goals Dryidles scored. He was hunting pucks, and they could trust him late in the game when he was on the ice. Matt Savoy.
He's been excellent. Yeah, he really, I mean, he's unfortunate that he didn't get an assist on the
first goal.
On the one that,
the second goal.
The second one, yeah, because it was put in by their own player, but he's the one that created that as well. He's been excellent. And you're right, he is a safety valve that he can be put out
right now. He is. I feel better about him being on the ice than any other. Like with a minute left, they scored a tie it. I'm like, all right, well, the 6 guys that were out there are not going to be out. They got to have Savoy on the ice because they can trust him to make the right decision.
I agree. He's that. He's got a high hockey IQ, and he plays with urgency in both ends of the rink. The 2 best players on the ice tonight, though, one from either team. Leon Draisaitl was incredible tonight for the Edmonton Oilers.
He only had 5 points.
I know. And Jake Sanderson on the other side.
He's good.
Oh, my God. I mean, I've never seen anyone play McDavid as well as he did tonight. I mean, he can skate. That was the most impressed I ever been with. I coached Jake Sanderson years and years ago in U7. I don't know if I knew at that point that he'd be a star in the National Hockey League, but he is that was impressive. I was really impressed with him tonight.
You know, Jake Sanderson was so good, he overcame your coach.
Yeah, he's the only player that did, though.
That's not true. You coached Matt Savoy, didn't you?
Okay, 2 kids have overcome my lack of coaching knowledge. But this was a good night for the Edmonton Oilers. They're going to feel good in the dressing room. Going into, it's nice when you have a couple days off. You got a win under your belt.
Great stuff, Rob.
Sounds good, Bob.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Not every comeback happens on the ice. Maybe it's your first run in months, playing with your kids, or a long shift at work. At Sather Reed Sports Medicine, we believe recovery is a team sport. Sport medicine physicians, physiotherapists, and performance experts working together using the same collaborative model trusted by elite athletes. Bringing locker room medicine, multidisciplinary care, and performance-focused recovery to everyone. Honoring Edmonton's sports medicine legacy, visit us at SatherReedSportMed.ca.
Whether you're building a home, a community, or championship team, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens one step, one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building. The official builder of the Edmonton Oilers, proudly celebrating 50 years. Visit coventryhomes.ca.
You're tuned in to the Rogers Postgame Show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Smart Play of the Day is brought to you by Catelli Smart Pasta with all natural ingredients. It's a smart move for your next meal. Look for the all natural ingredients flag on the box the next time you shop. Oilers down by a goal late. Leon Draisaitl gets it on the right side wall and just drifts one to the net and banks it in off of Hyman. It's a called play, and the Oilers tie it, and then Bouchard just let her bomb in overtime, and Edmonton wins. Final score 5-4. They rally from a 4-2 third period deficit. Out of town scoreboard for Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Earlier today in a shootout, Bakersfield beats Colorado 5-4. That's a matchup of 2 of the top 3 teams in the Pacific Division. Bakersfield's got Tucson Friday and Saturday. Edmonton Oil Kings won 3 games on the weekend against weaker teams in the Eastern Conference. They're going to test their mettle coming up here Friday and Saturday at Rogers Place. Friday and Saturday. They have Medicine Hat and Prince Albert, the 2 teams ahead of them in the Eastern Conference standings. 2, the National Hockey League. Dallas just crushed Calgary 6-1. Remember, they don't have Mikko Rantanen or Rupe Hentz. The Winnipeg Jets win in overtime 3-2 over the Blackhawks. The Columbus Blue Jackets, a 3-2 victory over Nashville. Nashville's taking on a little bit of water here, and they're moving guys out. They traded Michael McCarron. Bill Guerin picks him up from Minnesota for a second-round pick. And then they traded Cole Smith tonight to Vegas for a third-round pick. Do they trade Ryan O'Reilly? That's going to be a big one. Because he's having a great year. He's winning tonight's action with 58 points in 60 games. Mammoth knocked off Washington 3-2. New Jersey Devils beat Florida 5-1. The Panthers are 10 points out of a playoff spot. I think they've got 1 game left before the deadline. You know, they've hit not only the Stanley Cup final 3 years in a row, as we all know. Unfortunately, beating Edmonton twice if you're an Oilers partisan. Big victory, Buffalo 3-2 over Vegas. So the Oilers close ground on Vegas. Boston Bruins 2-1 over the Pittsburgh Penguins. Minnesota's up 4-1 at home against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Colorado up 3-1 in Anaheim. And the San Jose Sharks, that's headed to the third. The San Jose Sharks headed to the third, doubling up the Montreal Canadiens by a score of 4-2. 4-2 was the score for Ottawa through to the Oilers rally, and they win in OT Evan Bouchard. He's on a heater. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Canada's oil sands produce the energy the world needs, but it's the benefits that flow to all parts of our country, like hundreds of thousands of jobs in oil and gas and along the supply chain, and revenue to invest in roads, bridges, our national defense, and more. You see, we're building more than a strong oil sands sector. We're helping to build a stronger Canada. We are Oil Sands Alliance, 5 companies working together to help grow Canada's economy. Learn more at oilsandsalliance.ca.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's EVOLV.com.
Let's go to the Molson Cup 3 Stars, brought to you by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra Exporter, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. You must be of legal drinking age. Third star tonight, Evan Bouchard with the GWG and OT. Second star tonight from the Ottawa Senators. And we are going to go Drake Batherson with a pair of goals. No question who was tonight's first star. He had 5 points. It's not the first time Leon Draisaitl. I think it's the second 5-plus point game of his career against Ottawa. He got 6 against them in the bubble year. Leon Draisaitl, 2 goals, 5 points. He's up to 90 points this season. Obviously, the Oilers the only team in the NHL with 2 90-point scores in the team. 100. Draisaitl with 90, and he's tonight's first star. Rogers Postgame Shows heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Step up in weight class on Friday night. Rod Brind'Amour's Carolina Hurricanes come to town. Nobody presses play the way the Hurricanes do. Oilers will have Connor Murphy in the lineup for my play-by-play partners, Cam Moon and Jack Michaels, along with Rob Brown, Brendan Escott. Aidan Gannam, studio producers, Kellen Kennedy at the helm tonight, and Eamon Hashem, and our longtime engineer here in Edmonton, Troy Bowler. Bob Stauffer saying so long, everybody.
Draisaitl between Savoy and Roslovic, and Savoy, of course, coming off the best week of his career as an Oiler. Cousins on to Dylan Cousins, shoots and scores. And it's the Senators who take a 1-0 lead. Cousins squared accounts for the game opening goal, and for Dylan, that's his 21st of the season.
Have a puck in the neutral zone. They're going to attack very quickly, and for Cousins, he knows he has a presence driving.
Again, Draisaitl this time locating Savoy, and that time Allmark, a brilliant stop. Stastny to Ekholm, he's open, shoots, another save, Allmark. Did he hold it? No, he did it. Allmark flailing as Ekholm finds Draisaitl. He buries it, and we're tied. Allmark had it not long enough.
This one across the grain. You see Ekholm brings to the net. Allmark thinks he has it, but he doesn't. It drops down beside him. And a good job by Savoy to jam away in there, and then Draisaitl takes the feed.
Stutzler, shot, Batherson scores 2-1.
22nd goal of the year. He's had 62 or more points in the last 3 seasons, and he picks a corner.
Dead last in the league in save percentage coming in. Allmark has been building his game. Here's Savoy, Draisaitl in front, deflected off of Batherson and in, and we are tied at 2. Draisaitl's got both. He'll be credited with his 33rd.
This line's feeling it again, and building on a shift. It was the McDavid line out right before that had a chance right around the net. A nice pickpocket by Connor McDavid. You try and build on that shift. It's exactly what this line has done. Savoy with a nice, quick little pickpocket by Connor McDavid. You try and build on that shift. It's exactly what this line has done. Savoy with a nice, quick little pass.
Back behind the net, Bouchard did not get it out. Grabbed by Stutzler. Made an extra move up top around Podkolzin. Backdoor finished by Batherson.
Something that for Edmonton they've had to deal with as of late. All 4 guys down.
Jabbed at, but not out by Henrique. Here's a quick snapshot to save Ingram. Loose rebound, battling for it. Halliday keeping it alive for Eller. Broken stick, one-timer, ripped home by Amadio. 4-2 Ottawa.
Eventually comes loose. You're going to see bang, bang, and Eller gets in there, pokes it free, and nobody can really get a handle on this one.
And you and I talked to him yesterday. He's just going to do his job and try and face it.
David is in to the net, and it flipped up and over. I'm not sure whether it kissed the bar.
A few other guys get loose, but look how he kind of slingshots by Brady Tkachuk here. Plays a little possum, I'm not going. Next thing you know, he puts it in high gear, and a terrific save by Allmark to get it just enough of this shot across the grain as he tries to flip it up over top of the glove. Good reaction.
Draisaitl in front, double deflection. McDavid hammered it, and it stayed out. Sanderson up to Tkachuk with Bouchard back. McDavid with a puck. Draisaitl in front. McDavid waits. Draisaitl one-timer score. Edmonton right back in this game.
Good movement here and aggressive on this power play by Edmonton. They create their chances. Draisaitl with a nice pass out.
Bouchard, less than 100 seconds remaining. Echo to McDavid in front. Broken up by Zoom. Rebound. Played back. Echo. Bouchard. Draisaitl in front. Score! Hyman's tied it. And Edmonton once again summons the grit, the resolve, the resilience, and the equalizer.
And then move this puck around. The control, wait for the opportunity. That quick shot pass.
I don't think Edmonton takes the timeout if Ottawa doesn't.
Bouchard.
Keep it going.
McDavid gets it back from Draisaitl. One-timer. Bouchard score! Edmonton has rallied once again from behind in dramatic fashion, and Bouchard wins it. 5-4 in all.
Far side, no chance for Linus Allmark on this one. Perfectly placed, perfectly shot.
I don't favor the Sens.
Takes the timeout if Ottawa doesn't.
Bouchard.
Keep it going.
McDavid gets it back from Draisaitl. One-timer. Bouchard score! Edmonton has rallied once again from behind in dramatic fashion, and Bouchard wins it. 5-4 in overtime.
You kind of had the feeling that if it was set up, it was going to be a boosh bomb that ends this one. He hadn't really unleashed one throughout the game, but this one wide open, and he uses Zub as a screen far side. No chance for Linus Allmark on this one. Perfectly placed, perfectly shot by Bouchard. Wins it in overtime after they claw back down by 2 in the third period. They come storming back in the third period and win this one 4-3 in overtime like they did back in October in Ottawa.
It's a 5-point night for Leon Draisaitl, whose career high. Bouchard, less than 100 seconds remaining. Echo to McDavid in front. Broken up by Zoom. Rebound. Played back. Ekholm, Bouchard, Draisaitl in front, score! Hyman's tied it, and Edmonton once again summons the grit, the resolve, the resilience, and the equalizer.
You said it, Jack. All starts with a face-off win by Edmonton in the offensive zone with Connor Ingram on the bench, and then move this puck around. The control, wait for the opportunity. That quick shot pass by Leon Draisaitl would set this in motion. Pass it around and bang, it's onto the stick. Literally ricochets this off the stick of Zach Hyman into the net.
McDavid with a puck. Draisaitl in front. McDavid waits. Draisaitl one-timer score. Edmonton right back in this game, and there's the hat trick. 4-3.
here and aggressive on this power play by Edmonton. They create their chances. Draisaitl with a nice pass out to McDavid. He threads this one through. I'm not sure if this goes off of Nugent Hopkins, who tries to jump out of the way, but it might have hit his skate on the way. It seems that way, the way Draisaitl reacted. And it does look like it deflects there, so it won't be a hat trick. All these hats are...
So maybe just take us through when you found out about the deal and kind of what your immediate instincts were at coming to be an Oiler.
Yeah, we're in Winnipeg for an off day, and we had a team Thermia spa day. We did saunas and cold tubs, and then we got back to the hotel, and my agent just said that there was some talks going on with Stan, and didn't know, it never happened to me in season, so I didn't know how long that could take or what that could lead to. And then about an hour later, it was done, and it was just like whirlwind of emotions, a lot of excitement, and Edmonton has been a top team that I had my sights set on when I knew something might happen, and just to be here is definitely surreal and definitely a lot of excitement to get started.
So this team wants to prevent goals 5-on-5 and on the PK. Mm-hmm. Are you ready to embrace that? Is that how you look at your role?
That's kind of all I've done. Yeah, it's my career has been a lot of penalty killing and defensive zone time. Not intentionally being the D zone a lot, but sometimes we were in Chicago, and just where I'm comfortable, honestly, is more of my defending and using my instincts that way. And I've settled into that role for a few years now and been really comfortable doing it. And I think that's any team's goal, is to defend hard, and it's a team game to check and to give that mentality on your own end. But it's definitely something I take pride in.
You had Stan as a GM back in Chicago. What was the dialogue like with him reuniting here in Edmonton?
It was great. It was something. I had such great memories with him, and really appreciate the opportunity he gave me to go to Chicago, to be in such a big market, going from Arizona and having a chance to play with a lot of legendary players and people there. And then when you're around good people like him in the game, you want to be able to reconnect in some way. And the hockey world is small, and funny how you do find ways to cross paths again. And it's pretty cool to see, honestly, what he's done and this team's done in the last few years, and the mountain they've continued to climb. And I'm just really honored to be able to be here to try to do that again.
You played a lot of playoffs. You did play against the Oilers.
Yeah.
In the bubble. So what do you want
that? What was cool about that is we got to see and experience the facilities more too. Like, we got to use the Oilers dressing room, and we were stuck in the bubble with the fences around us. You had nowhere to go other than explore the arena a bit too. So it was cool to get familiar with this area and the hotel and surroundings, and it definitely feels comfortable that way already. And I've been here enough on the road to know the spots and know how it works around the rink. But even just to honestly get to know the community more is what I'm looking forward to too, and to explore outside the rink and to get to know fans and just people and build relationships would be a lot of fun.
So this is, it's a pretty hockey crazy market, and expectations are high, pressure's high. How much, from where you're coming from, are you kind of embracing that idea? Playoff hockey is the expectation and performances.
And it is for me too. I think that's something at this point in my career, winning is a top priority, and I've had a lot of opportunity given to me being on maybe losing teams in the past when I came up with Arizona, and a few years in Chicago, getting more ice time that way, and feel comfortable with my role now and want to really just play meaningful games and winning hockey. And with that comes pressure, and I think that's what is a privilege to have on your shoulders, and to be able to kind of come together with a group and feel that and feel the emotions, the highs and lows, is kind of what it's all about. And that's something that I really have had my sights set on, and that's honestly a big reason why Edmonton has been a top priority that I was hoping to come here too.
Do you know anyone in that room, or are you going in there?
Jack Roslovic's from Columbus, my hometown, so I know him well, and other guys just in passing, but not personally yet. So I'm excited to get to know guys, and honestly, I've heard a lot of great things of former teammates that have played with a lot of guys here and played here in general. And just it's nothing but good things, honestly, from each guy. So I'm not surprised to hear that, and I'm excited to get to know the guys.
Outside of Stan, did anyone reach out? Jack reach out?
Yeah, Jack, of course, FaceTimed me, and Connor and Leon did too. Texted me, and it was nice to hear from them and feel accepted right away. And you see what those guys carry leadership-wise a lot, and for them to go to their way, and Connor to reach out with his wife to mine too is big. Having my wife feel comfortable is really important, I think, for families to be able to come in a new surrounding and to feel a part of things is really important.
So
I have a 1.5-year-old, Tucker. So he's running around, so he'll need some space to run, and A couple days ago, he learned hockey is a word. His language is coming a little slow, his first words, but hockey's one of them. That's what I care probably most about right now.
So this is super premature, but I mean, you want to be in a hockey market? Like, is this potentially more than just a rental situation? Do you view it as?
I mean, it's been 24 hours, not even 24 hours, so I'm not, honestly, my mind has just been on trying to get in here and play, and if that happens, that would be amazing, but it's more so just this year in general and coming into this situation, I just want to focus on my game and providing what I can and playing my best, and then that stuff's just kind of outside business that happens how it happens, but more so is really just trying to fit in, offer what I can, and be an impactful player in my own way and fit with these guys.
You see what's on the left side here on defense, and you know where you can slot in. What have you noticed, and what do you think moving forward here?
I noticed the talent, honestly, like the D-core specifically. I like a lot of the players with whether it's their skating or even the defensive play. You see what Ekholm can bring, and then with Wallman and Nurse having their game with the ability to be two-way players, I think is really good. And just what's nice as a D-man coming in is knowing that whatever partner you have, the capabilities that they have to make you look good. I feel like those guys are good players in their own rights, and to be able to fit in is a lot easier when they have that experience and that talent that they bring.
How do you have Spas?
In Spas in Winnipeg? Yeah, you didn't think they would? Okay, Thermia Spa was a good one. Oh, we had the whole team there, and we had a good sweat.
How do you feel about doing way more of this potentially?
That's fine. We're in Chicago is a bigger market, and we do plenty of media and availability, so it's nothing changes that way, and it's a part of the NHL, and I don't see any problem with ever answering questions.
Dead last in the league in save percentage coming in. Allmark has been building his game. Here's Savoy. Draisaitl in front. Deflected! Off of Batherson and in, and we are tied at 2. Draisaitl's got both. He'll be credited with his 33rd.
Pickpocket by Connor McDavid. You try and build on that shift. It's exactly what this line has done. Savoy with a nice, quick little pass once he's behind the net, activating, getting to that puck first. And then for Draisaitl, he's trying to find Roslovic in the back, but Batherson...
Again, Draisaitl this time locating Savoy, and that time Allmark, a brilliant stop. Stastny to Ekholm, he's open, shoots, another save, Allmark. Did he hold it? No, he did it! Allmark flailing as Ekholm finds Draisaitl. He buries it, and we're tied.
This one across the grain. You see Ekholm brings it to the net. Allmark thinks he has it, but he doesn't. It drops down beside him. And a good job by Savoy to jam away in there, and then Draisaitl takes the feed.
We want to welcome you to the Oilers Hockey Clinic presented by ATCO. As a group, all of us from the Edmonton Oilers, the alumni, staff, we are so honored and welcome to be here in your community.
It's an honor just to be associated with the Oilers, and you could see the great pride that the youth have, and even the adults are all big kids, really. We love hockey, and the Oilers are the team for up here, for sure.
It is so cool. I got a signature from Hunter right there. It's my first signature ever.
Things like this are what keeps the hockey community thriving here in Yellowknife, and we're really fortunate to be able to experience things like this.
I've been to Yellowknife a few times, and I love it. I love the energy. There's so many Oilers fans up here, right? And I think that's what makes it special. It's a little cold outside, but there's a lot of excitement about the camp, and they all want to be a part of it during their break.